I expect one of us at the record, brother.
On the end.
Yeah, right next
All
to me.
right, we can run through the script now. Might as well. No, I'm gonna wait.
Hey, Cohen, you're being summoned.
Huh? I don't care. Doesn't matter. Why didn't you see the screen?
How much elixir did that speech
Do
cost?
not say that. I was so lost. I was like, they're like, how much elixir did that speech cost?
We were making clown jokes.
I was like, what? My dad was mad. He was like, were they making fun of you? I was like,
No, we were
I don't know.
laughing.
I was like, no, it's fine. I was like, it doesn't matter.
I was dying.
Yes.
I was laughing on put up on the table and held it with my foot. It was my
I'm Woody.
Hey, Dad.
All right, let's run through it. Test. Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Dad. No. Have you seen the Bobby Miller? No, Cohen. Hey, Dad. Bobby. Bobby.
What? No, I'm gonna get in, but not now.
I'm Woody. Hardy ho ho ho.
There's no one here, bro. Did you know that? Hey, did you know that Spring Hill has their own broadcasting network? You know that? Pretty fire. Well, I know one of the guys that does it. Watch out. Please do not fall. Okay, guys, let's run through the script. It's right here. Come on. It's right here.
All right, you guys ready?
Welcome live to the TVN pregame show. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias alongside Graham Warner, Josh Milnes, and Zach Wolzen. We will be previewing the second round matchup as a 6th-seed Thunder will be going up against a 3-seed Spring Hill. The Thunder earned the 57-28 win over Shawnee Heights as John Hornback led the team with 5 touchdowns. Thunder are now 8-1 and look to continue their historic run against the Broncos this week, who are next up on the schedule. Guys, the Thunder extended their winning streak to 7 in this one. Thunder simply just dominated. What did you guys like seeing from St. James this week that can help them move forward?
Well, I think that, I talked about last week on the show how Radke really emphasized the 4 quarters of St. James football. And I think I can say with confidence that we were really right on that line of playing 4 quarters of St. James football. You definitely don't want to see the offense punt the ball, turn the ball over early because they did. But I think that we can really eliminate those mistakes going forward. They're pretty fixable mistakes, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the playoffs because I think our offense is finally starting to click.
I'm going to have to agree with you there. 4 quarters of football, we only needed 3. We got to the end of the third quarter on the broadcast. It was a pretty lopsided story. Like, it's still the third quarter. We still have another whole quarter to go. And that fourth quarter took like an hour, like real time. It was kind of annoying. We wanted to go home. It was Halloween. We all had fun afterwards, obviously. So yeah, 4 quarters of football and really just staying consistent on both ends, and especially on those first few drives of the game. Those first few drives are going to set up the rest of the game. Like what happened in the first few drives against Shawnee Heights. Carter Shakasi got that clutch pick. We had a couple forced turn errors, stuff like that. But really just remaining consistent in the early stages of the game is really what's going to set you up for the long run.
Yeah, yep. Especially as Josh said in that first quarter, kind of just seeing sound to start the game and executing the game plan, like the first drive script is super important, especially in the playoffs, because you can't get any of this back.
Yeah, absolutely. John Hornback went for 227 yards and 5 touchdowns in the opening round. This is a great sign for Hornback coming off a big game, now facing a good Spring Hill team. We're also 8-1 on the season. Zach, I'll start with you. How much of a confidence booster is this for Hornback going his first road playoff game as a starting quarterback?
You know, Hornback, I feel like the lights are never too bright for him. I feel like this is going to be nothing like he hasn't done before, and he's just going to go out there and make the plays he needs to. As we saw last week, he actually had 6 touchdowns. I think he had a rushing touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So I think he's ready for the moment.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Zach. I was kind of singing this guy's praises last week, too. He's just been a really solid quarterback, really evolved over the season. It's been fun to watch. I think that, like you said, the lights are never too bright. He seems very cool, calm, and collected. Kind of has that Joe Montana-esque attitude when it comes to playoff games that he's just going to go out there and ball, and he doesn't really let anything get in his head or bother him. So, yeah, I think that, I think he's going to come into this game with a lot of confidence and be ready to go.
Absolutely. John Horvath is just a chill guy, as everybody knows. 6 touchdowns last week? That's insane. 6 touchdowns is a lot, especially getting a playoff game against a pretty good team.
And didn't play all 4 quarters.
Exactly. No, it's actually crazy, especially coming in as the backup in week 1. I feel like he's kind of stepped up to the plate and really shown his worth this year, and I'm really excited to see him next year.
Yeah, for sure. Jake House, the running back for St. James, had 11 carries for only 33 yards, not the night he obviously wanted to have in the first round. But Graham, how can Jake House flip the page and be locked in for this week because the Thunder are going to need him?
Well, as you saw by the scoreboard, it was everybody's night, judging by the 57-28 final score. You know, Jake House's role wasn't really to score on offense. It was really just to open up the passing game for his other guys, and he did just that. He executed that absolutely perfectly. Although he had a couple runs up the middle that really kind of scared the defense, kind of made him pack the box a little bit, but that really opened up those big shots downfield to guys like Kirkner and Eason.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great. Yeah, like you just said, Corey Kirkner, the top wide receiver in his class, also a transfer from Spring Hill as well, getting 2 touchdowns on the night, his first since week 1 against Miege. Is definitely good for him getting the back of the end zone twice. Josh, we have talked about the versatile offense of the Thunder all year. How big is it for this team to get these two going heading into the second round matchup?
Well, I think that it's a lot of just utilizing your different weapons. I think that football is a team sport. I think that we're going to have a lot of different weapons that we can use, but if you can take the focus off other guys like Alec Jett and Luke Neeson, Matthew Wardenberger, Preston Kansas area. I mean, I'm just going down the list at this point. Spread the ball around. It's going to be a really hard team to prepare for. When you're worried about guys like Corey Kirkner, who, like you said, finally has had success in the past few games, finally started catching those deep balls that have been coming his way all year. That's hard for defenses to prepare for. They know that John Hornback's going to be looking his way now, and it makes it a little harder to scheme because you still have Alec Jett, you still have Luke Neeson, and so, I mean, this offense can really do anything. So what are you going to prepare for? Like, it's finally starting to click, and it's really a scary offense going forward.
Yeah, especially against Spring Hill, who plays this full 3-3-5, dropped into a cover 3 look. It's particularly soft in the flats and stuff, and Joshi's just incredible at scheming up plays that are going to expose the defense's weaknesses, and we have all the playmakers.
Absolutely, and you can go anywhere on the field with Hornback. Those read progressions are going to be crucial for Hornback himself, and those fire-off quick screen passes are going to probably go a long way. Like you said, a little bit weak in the flats.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so many playmakers on this team. Also, Alec Jett as well got 2 touchdowns on the night last week as well. 2 weeks ago, when the Thunder closed up the regular season against Blue Valley West, we talked about the turnovers and penalties. Thunder definitely cleaned them up in this game, and yes, we still did have some, but not as many, and they didn't really impact the game too much. Zach, how can St. James continue to stay disciplined? Because the farther the Thunder go, the more important it's going to be.
Yeah, discipline is everything in this point in the season. As I said, you have to be sound and be able to execute. So it's almost as if, like, everyone can just see Aquinas looming in the distance or Mill Valley if we were to defeat Spring Hill and get to that point. So it's all building up to that. And you've got to understand, like, discipline is everything against a team like Aquinas. It's everything. So it's definitely something the team should be working on, and hopefully it's already.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Zach. I really do think that discipline is the most important aspect of football. There's a reason that discipline drills are a thing during the summer. When you look at a team like Aquinas, you cannot make mistakes against them. You have to score on every single offensive possession to even have a chance of beating them, which we do. We do have a chance to beat them. When you look at when we played them last time, we were leading them at a point during the game. It was Hornback's first game as a starter. So, I really am looking forward to a potential matchup against them next week, but you got to focus on Spring Hill first, which is why it's so important to just practice what works, what doesn't work. How can we stay disciplined? This isn't a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal. Every playoff game is the most important game of the season.
Absolutely.
And so you have to go out there and prepare for each opponent accordingly.
Absolutely. And in worst case scenario, this could be the last football game some of these guys ever play their entire lives. So you really got to play for the sake of those guys and the sake of really just getting to another week, especially against Aquinas next week. Obviously, you can't look too far ahead. Like you said, got to focus on this week. Really, I think just staying disciplined against Spring Hill, obviously. If they get ahead, don't let them get too far ahead to where you're overwhelmed, scrambling to catch up, because you have 4 quarters of football. But I really think that if we get them overwhelmed, they're a non-EKL team. They're proven, in quotations, to not be as good as the competition that we face. So I think if we get ahead on them, they're going to be the lights will be a little bit too bright.
Absolutely. Always got to play one game at a time. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Never know what can happen. Now let's turn our attention to Spring Hill, the 3 seed, who are 8-1 season as well, the same record as the Thunder. They're coming off a 74-0 shutout victory against J.C. Harmon. The Broncos are led by quarterback Jordan Miller, who has 22 touchdowns on the season, with 11 of those rushing. Josh, this Spring Hill team is coming off a game where their offense was clearly clicking, putting up 74 points. What are you keeping your eye on against these guys?
I'm actually keeping an eye on their schedule overall. This is a really good football team. They got some big dudes up front. They've got some playmakers. But at the end of the day, if you look at strength of schedule, I do think that this is a uneven matchup tilting in St. James' favor. Now, not to say that Spring Hill can't win the game. This is still the playoffs. They still won a very convincing game against J.C. Harmon. And so, I mean, when you go out there and look at that, you still have to treat this with all seriousness. But putting up 74 points on a team like J.C. Harmon, we can work with that. We just put up however many. We almost scored 60 on
that's true.
The Thunderbirds last week. So it's just going to be a really, really important. It's going to be really, really important to stay disciplined. Losing my train of thought here, but it's early in the morning. But
yeah,
losing my train of thought. But yeah, it's just going to be important to stay disciplined and go out there and make plays. And yeah, I think this is a very winnable game.
And I like J.C. Harmon. Their school kind of sounds like an insurance company name, like J.C. Harmon. They should have their own jingle. But 74-0, that's a lot of points. But also, J.C. Harmon hasn't really proved to be the best football team, as you can tell by their schedule. And 74 points, I feel like they just didn't hold off the gas pedal. They didn't let off the gas pedal. Just like kind of what we did with Shawnee Heights, although we had our backups in the fourth quarter, and we still scored a couple points.
Or J.C. Harmon let off the gas pedal. Like the other way around.
Yeah, hypothetically, yes. But, I mean, a team like J.C. Harmon, they're not going to be able to compete with like Spring Hill.
Yeah, that's true.
And, but yeah, we could have scored 74.
We could have.
If we wanted to. But I feel like we'd be more intimidating if we didn't, or if we did score 74. But I feel like that's obviously.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, J.C. Harmon, arguably the worst team in 5A. I'm just going to say it as it is. I think they had less than 30 players on their roster for that playoff game. I heard a lot of people quit. So for Spring Hill to put up 74 really doesn't mean much to me. But Spring Hill obviously played well in their Frontier League competition. But they're not EKO.
In another tidbit, sorry, J.C. Harmon, I get we're kind of bashing on you. They didn't score their first points until week 5. They didn't score their first points in the year until week 5.
So, I mean, you look at these, both teams are 7-1. Who did they lose to? St. James Academy lost to St. Thomas Aquinas, arguably the best team in the state, arguably. And Spring Hill lost to Eudora. So, I look at strength of schedule overall. I think this is a very favorable game for the Thunder, but you have to treat it seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. The Broncos had 2 good running backs. These wide receivers was Softman Mason Dodson and State Kochevar, as they both have 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. Zach, what does the game plan look like for the Thunder to contain this powerful offense the Broncos have to offer?
Obviously they got their playmakers in there, but it's like, as I feel like I say this every week, it's nothing we haven't seen before this season. And Coach Sen does a great job, just like Doshi. We're blessed with great coaches here, and they always put in great game plans to contain these offenses. I think this week will be no different.
Yeah, I agree. Anything to add on that?
Not really. I think either.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's no reason to add.
Yeah. Now looking on the defensive side of things, they have Kyle Stewart, who has a load of tackles to go along with 9 quarterback hurries, and Brooks Bear, who is ranked number 2 in Kansas for sacks with 12 on the season. While watching some film of the Broncos, they really like to blitz, especially off that left edge with Bear. Graham, how can the Thunder offense adjust to this? Because they haven't really seen consistent blitz this year.
You know, something I noticed about the Thunder last year with Tyson Beshore at the helm, he got the ball out quick, like almost every play. So I think if Hornback can just make his reads efficiently, but also quickly, I think we're going to be able to expose them on 9 out of 10 times. But obviously, offensive line has to do their job. Some tight ends, like Alec Jett, has to do some blocking adjustments. But really, if that offensive line can just play like to 3/4 of their potential, I think they're going to be able to contain it at least 3/4 of the time.
Well, I think that John Hornback isn't going to have a too difficult of a time getting the ball off. When you go back and kind of just watch some different games like I've done over Spring Hill, Spring Hill's corners are playing like 12 yards off. So if nothing's open immediately over the middle, just pop it outside real quick.
Safety.
Just hit the safety valve, pick up 4 or 5 yards. Let your outside receivers go make a play. So yeah, I think that we're going to handle the blitz pretty effectively. I trust Joshi. It's going to be in the game plan. And it's not to say that we haven't handled the blitz this year. I mean, if you look at it, the Thunderbirds blitzed a lot last week too. They did. They brought I'd say 1 or 2 linebackers on a good percentage of the plays. So
yeah, absolutely. This is the second round of the playoffs, and both respective programs are coming off blowout wins and hold the record of 8-1. Graham, I'm going to start with you. Who do you think is going to be the X factor to secure the win?
You know, last week I picked Carter Shotkoski, and he really clutched up. He had that nice interception, and he really was just playing lockdown defense all night. So thank you, Carter. You made my prediction come true. We're going to take another underdog this week, and we're going to stay on the defensive side of things. I think Andrew Moyer is going to have a good game. I think Andrew Moyer playing that kind of nose tackle, interior defensive tackle position, I think he really needs to step up after maybe not having a few productive games. But I really feel like he's going to step up and really just be a monster tomorrow night.
Mm-hmm. I think for my X factor, I'm going to give some love to the Hawks up front. Give me Jack Godar. I think that Jack Godar, look, he's a really skilled center, and I think that if he can get off the ball, he'll really open up the middle for Jake House. That's something that the Thunderbirds will obviously prepare for last week. Mm-hmm. Is they were really doing a decent job of stuffing the run up the middle. Cool, that was their game plan. But I think that we have a good enough offensive line that we can deal with that. But it's really going to start with the captain of the offensive line, the center. So give me Jack Godar.
I'm going to go ahead and take the whole receiving core, including Jake House, because as you guys were saying with Spring Hill,
yourself.
They play, including Jake Howe, but they play this soft kind of zone, and if they're blitzing, Joshi's going to be ready. That we've got quicks, bubbles, hitches, all that quick stuff, and it's going to be a lot of time with our receivers in open space, and we're going to see if they can make the plays they need to.
That's definitely a good pick. Josh, I'm going to go with you. Jack Godar is so good at his job, just opening lanes up for House and just really having the pocket contained so Hornback in the backfield has time to throw the perfect ball. So that's absolutely huge. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias alongside Graham Warner, Josh Mills, and Zach Wilson, and we'll send it up to the booth at Spring Hill.
TVN Sports is proud to present the following broadcast of high school athletics.
You got to give 212%. Because just okay isn't good enough. Being just okay doesn't make you great. Being great takes faith. Brotherhood. toughness.
Neeson in motion, Hornback, he'll take it, he'll toss over to Neeson. He'll look for a block up the left side, he'll get it past the 40, across midfield. Will he get there? One man in chase, he won't get him. Another man. Neeson will stay on his feet. Did he step out of bounds? I don't think so. Scott forcing Scott to roll out, he'll look to throw. He'll fall on his knees. It's Devers forcing. It's House up the right side. Never mind, it's Hornback up the middle. Touchdown, St. James. The first playoff touchdown on St. James soil. Take the shotgun snap. He'll pitch it out to House on the right side. It's an end around to Neeson. He's got blockers. He'll run up the left side. No hold. He'll heave it. He's looking for Galagos. It's picked off by Shotkoski. Bang, bang. Thanksgiving came early. Carter Shotkoski just gobbled that ball up.
Absolutely. He got up for that one.
My goodness.
What a play by Hornback there.
He'll roll out left. He's got a blocker. He'll throw for the end zone. It's Neeson. Touchdown. Trick or treat. That's another 6 points on the board for number 6, Luke Neeson. Hornback looks to throw. It's left. It's Kirkner. He'll look for some blockers. He'll have them. He'll get the first down and more. He'll heave it for the end zone. It's Jet at the 10-yard line. He'll have more. Touchdown, Alec Jet. That's your wide receiver 1. That's your EKL receiving yard leader. And that's 6 more points. He'll heave it for Kirkner. That one's in the bucket. Kirkner redemption. Touchdown, St. James. It's the junior wide receiver, Corey Kirkner, redeeming himself, making a name for himself on this team. Has Hornback taken another shot? Look who it is. It's Kirkner once more. Number 2 on the night for Corey Kirkner. And that's Jet off the screen pass. He'll get down to the 10. Inside the 5 and all the way in. Freight train Alec Jet with a bundle of blockers into the end zone for an early Christmas present. That's another 6 points on the board. Scott rolls out. McGinney playing coverage. It's out. And that'll be intercepted. That was Grayson Schutz,
the sophomore.
Wow. Carney takes the snap. He'll hand off to Boozer into the end zone. Touchdown. Will Boozer. And this one is a short kick. It'll be fielded about the 20-yard line. It'll be returned by Boozer. Up the outside. Boozer up across midfield. Still on his feet. 40, 30, 20, 10, and Will Boozer! A special teams touchdown! Oh my goodness, just an exclamation point. Salt in the wound, insult to injury. All of the above. Check every box for Boozer. And that was just an absolutely fantastic game to watch and commentate. A 57-28 final score in Week 9, playoff round 1. The St. James Academy Thunder will advance to the next level of the bracket.
People are going to try and tell you that just okay is okay and steer you in another direction. There's only one way, because we fight together one way, as a team.
Welcome live to the TVN pregame show. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias alongside.
After a 57-28 blowout win against Shawnee Heights, the Thunder are looking to continue rolling through the 5A playoffs. Advancing to the second round, there now lies only 4 more wins between the Thunder and championship glory. But the next piece of the puzzle and today's matchup is the Broncos of Spring Hill High School. This playoff matchup is brought to you by the Thunder Broadcasting Network. And good evening, Thunder Nation. It's a perfect night for football as we welcome you to Spring Hill High School, where the Broncos will take on the Thunder. As always, my name is Graham Werner, and with me, Sal Valera and Mary Claire Zacharias. We are super hyped to present to you this round 2 matchup. The only sad thing is, the somber thing is, one of these two teams' seasons will end tonight. However, 4 quarters separate their fates as we get into this game. Both teams have an 8-1 record on the year, and only one will move on to the 3rd round. And now I got a chance to get some nice words with junior wide receiver Corey Kirkner as we send it to our interview.
I'm here with junior wide receiver Corey Kirkner. Corey, you had a fantastic game last week, playing a huge part in the blowout win versus Shawnee Heights, having 2 touchdowns and some crispy routes, torching defenders left and right. What adjustments did you really make pregame for a playoff game like that leading up to the big day?
Pregame, I kind of just realized, this game means a lot more because this could be the last game I could play with my guys. So it's kind of like, it's that mindset where, I have to be perfect. And, I really just was changing a lot of stuff, changing how I really did stuff throughout the week. So, just going as hard as I can all the time and just things like that. Switching up, having confidence.
Of course, and I see you pregame, postgame, always working on those routes and the footwork and everything.
Yeah.
So I really admire that. And now we'll address the elephant in the room. Corey, we're facing the Broncos of Spring Hill, your former school. Would you treat this any differently than any other week, or does this one really matter the most to you?
I think in a way it does matter because I'm going against playing those guys that I grew up with, and I played with last year. They're under a new head coach, Fred Bouchard, which we kind of have some history with him. But again, honestly, this is just another nameless, faceless opponent because our goal is bigger and we want to have a chance at a state title. So
absolutely, just kind of a stepping stone.
Yep, but it does have a lot of meaning in it.
I understand that. And Corey, we know you're a big locker room guy, having that personality and everything with all the boys. Who's your favorite locker room teammate to interact with?
Favorite locker room guy? It's got to be Braylon maybe. And we're always messing with each other, yelling stuff across the locker room. He's a pretty fun guy, really good friend. Hang out with him on the weekends and weekdays, so it's nice having him.
It's good to see that community built up in the locker room, even if you only see him for a year.
Yeah.
If you're a transfer or a freshman, yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of it, we're so close in the locker room too. That's honestly a lot of chemistry comes from the locker room and just always being around those guys. So
it's proven its point.
Yeah,
7-1, 8-1 now in the year.
Yeah, I think just having that connection throughout the whole summer, on and off the field, has been great. So we've been connecting.
Absolutely. And Corey, I asked this question to everybody, and everybody who I've interviewed this year. What's your favorite post-game snack or meal?
It's got to be gummy bears. This is because my mom after every game gets me a pack of gummy bears, and it's always nice coming home too because I'm there, I'm tired, and then I get some gummy bears. It's my favorite candy. So
is that like a tradition?
Yeah.
That's out of left field. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something like big steak.
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
Yeah, no, I love gummy bears. My favorite.
That's good enough. And appreciate your time, Corey, and I'm sure you'll go out there and we'll get a W this week.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we'll send it back up to you guys. I'm here with junior wide receiver Corey Kirkner.
As we welcome you back here to Spring Hill High School on the south side of the Kansas City Metro, we will now send it to our weekly interview with Coach Radke.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie Robertson. Down here is Coach Radke. Coach, you're coming off a huge blowout win in the opening round versus Shawnee Heights. What positive and/or improvements can you take out of this one?
It was great. We got 100 players in. We have 105 rostered right now that suited up for the game. So we got 100 guys in the football game, which is really cool. We haven't had a game like that in a while. Playing in the conference we play in and the competition we played this year. It was just a lot of fun to get a lot of players in the football game. But offensive played really good. We started off, it was 14-7 at one point. I was upset because we should have up 28-0. We let a couple things slip away early there on offense. We didn't score on 2 drives there. But we finished the deal pretty well.
Absolutely. Next up is Spring Hill. What is the game plan going to look like for this one?
They're a good football team. Again, they're 8-1, just like we are. They're the 3 seed. We're the 6, so we get to travel down there. They have number 11's a really good football player. They do a lot of things offensively to get us in situations a little off balance, and so they do some trick plays and things like that. Defensively, that's a little bit different front. It's a 3-3 that we haven't seen much this year. It's kind of what Blue Valley ran. But, you know, I'm sure Josh will find some ways to move the ball up and down the field.
Right. The Broncos have a dominant team coming off a huge win. What are the keys for your team to overcome them?
They've had their schedule's not as difficult as ours. So they play in the Frontier League. We're in the EKL, but you know, football is football, and you have to line up and get after it. But special teams are doing really good. You know, Boozer had that kickoff return for a touchdown. We haven't had one of those since 2020, so that was exciting. But yeah, our defense is playing really well. And Tchaikovsky had a great game. I was really happy for him. Knocked out a bunch. There was a couple pass interference calls in there, but he was being really aggressive, and Jonah had some good plays in there too. So really liked where our defense is shaping up in the playoffs right now. So if we put it all together, it should be a fun night.
Right. Thank you, Coach. Sending back up to you guys.
And we're back here at Spring Hill High School. As you can see, the Thunder are ready for this second round playoff matchup versus the 8-1 Spring Hill Broncos. The Spring Hill Broncos, as I just said, 8-1 on the year, only losing one game to Eudora High School. And what's up, guys? Sal Valera and Mary Claire Zacharias with me. It's a really kind of chilly night, but it's a great night for football. How are you guys feeling?
Feeling great. It's going to be a great one out here.
Absolutely. And Mary Claire, who are you keeping your eye on for the Broncos that could cause some problems for St. James?
The 3-seeded Broncos are rolling in on a 6-game winning streak after a dominant 74-0 victory over J.C. Harmon in the opening round. Leading the charge is senior quarterback Jordan Miller, a true dual threat presence who has 22 total touchdowns with 11 of those on the ground. Miller's ability to extend plays when the pocket collapses will test the St. James defense. At the backfield is Mason Dodson, who has been electric all season, averaging 8 yards per carry and 9 rushing touchdowns. He is the kind of player who can flip the field in a single snap. Defensively, all eyes will be on number 11 Brooks Bayer, the junior defensive end who ranks number 2 in Kansas in sacks with 12 on the year. The Thunder need to play their game, and as always, God will do the rest, as he is ultimately the one working through each one of these guys on the field.
Thank you so much, Mary Claire and Sal. This Thunder team is hyped up. What's the spill?
Thanks, Graham. The Broncos, they may have a strong offense, but it's nothing this Thunder defense hasn't faced before. Yes, the D-line has suffered some injuries as the season has progressed, but they're still holding on strong. Some guys are filling into those key positions, and the secondary has been a no-fly zone in the playoffs. And on the other side of the ball, the offense has been one of the best in the state. John Hornback, recognized as one of the best QBs in the league. Joining him in the backfield, Jake House, who has 2 offers right now from Drake and EKU, Eastern Kentucky University. And with a game against Aquinas from Mill Valley bearing on the horizon, tonight's game is going to be important to see who can go the distance, because discipline is going to be key. Avoiding those costly penalties. We've seen a lot of those on defense. We've seen a couple on offense, but those defensive penalties have just been killing drives. We need to stay disciplined and stay locked in on those.
Absolutely, Sal, as we are almost ready for kickoff here. And tonight's pregame presentation is brought to you by Smoothie King. Enjoy a smoothie with a purpose. And speaking of purpose, there's a lot of purposes for this game. Mary Claire, what are your keys to the game?
The Thunder need to not get too high after their opening round blowout win over Shawnee Heights. You are going up an offense that just put up 74 points and a defense that allowed 0 points. Granted, the Broncos' opponent was struggling, which was J.C. Harmon, but the Thunder need to focus on what they can control, and that is their effort on each play. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. That all starts with leadership plus your drive to be great in everything you do. Like the great Coach K says, your hunger should not lead to success but for excellence. When you attain excellence, success will naturally flow. The Thunder enter this game with momentum after a strong performance last week. However, it is a new week, which means a new challenge. The keys to victory are simple. They need to stick to the game plan and avoid costly penalties. If the Thunder can execute and stay disciplined, they will be in good position to move on and face the winner of Aquinas or Mill Valley in the 3rd round.
Thank you so much, Mary Claire, as the coin toss is upon us. The Thunder, the obvious choice if they win is to defer to the second half.
They do that 90% of the time when they win that toss.
100%
when they win the toss. And also, Mary Claire, like you and I both mentioned, Aquinas Mill Valley is looming in the distance tonight. The winner of that game will be decided. That's going to be who we play in the third round. Hopefully, if we can lock in a win here tonight. But that game is looming on the distance. We'll be giving you score updates as we get those throughout the night.
Absolutely, but it all starts tonight. We cannot look to the future. We have to win this game, or that third round doesn't matter. It's winning right now, each play you got and every opportunity. And like you said, Sal, as you said, Jake House has an offer from EKU, Eastern Kentucky University. His brother Jackson House plays there as well. So we could have a little brother duo there. That'd be nice.
That'd be fun to watch.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure there's more offers for House. Maybe a couple more coming in.
Absolutely. I don't know a team that doesn't want him in the backfield.
And it looks like the Thunder have deferred to the second half. It's almost game time. These boys are pumped up, and it's now or never, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I saw Spring Hill run out of the tunnel, they were hyped up. The Thunder really need to match this energy, because the whole city of Spring Hill is out here tonight, guys. I mean, Spring Hill is kind of a tiny county out here, and it's absolutely packed out there, guys. So the Thunder need to match this Broncos intensity, as the Broncos offense will get this ball first.
And I think if you can't walk the walk, you can't talk the talk. The game has got to be proven here tonight. If Spring Hill really wants to match their intensity, they're going to have to bring it.
Absolutely.
And I did notice the banner that the Thunder ran through at the start of the game, one way, John 14:6. You know, there is one way through the 5A EKL in 5A East playoffs, and that one way is through St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yep, that's always, whether you're Mill Valley trying to get through them tonight, or whether you're either St. James or Spring Hill trying to get through next week, they are the team to beat.
Absolutely. But also, we can't talk about next week until we win this week.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
As Stoker is on for the kickoff, playoff round 2 is nearly underway, just seconds to go. The lone returner, Cameron Wells, in the end zone. Round 2 playoff football. Here we go, and the kick is away. Stoker, it's a booming one. It'll be caught and dropped out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the Broncos will start their first drive at the 20-yard line.
And here we go. It is always important for this first drive of the game, for the defense, also for St. James. You've got a few new guys out there on the D-line. A couple key losses have happened in the last week that leave some questions, leave some holes. But these guys, they're going to need to come out there. John, and let's be honest, some of these guys, this is their proving game. Got to show them what you got out here.
Spring Hill, the Broncos are out. It's Jordan Miller at the helm. He'll take it out left. And he'll be brought down by Boydston after a gain of about 2 or 3.
Good job by Boydston. Way to read that play and get in his way, stop him there. That'll be a short gain.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, Jordan Miller, the quarterback, senior quarterback for the Broncos, really dual threat, has 1,436 total yards on the season, but also 11 rushing touchdowns as well to go along with that. Really good dual threat in the backfield. It's also John Hornback is as well.
I was just going to say, that's a little Hornback-esque.
Yeah.
2nd down and 8 here. It's another quick handoff. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 5 or 6 there. That was Billy Burns getting in there.
Yeah, this secondary stepping up, making the big tackles here early.
This is a key 3rd down, 3rd and 6 here. Thunder really need to get the stop to set the tone.
3rd and very short here. It's the first big 3rd down of this ball game. Miller in the shotgun. He'll look to throw, never mind, he'll take it himself, and he'll get the 1st down, and a few yards more after being brought down by Puhala at the 40.
Good tackle by Puhala there, really saving the Thunder defense from a bigger run, minimizing the damage, but that was a good job for Spring Hill to get out of a sticky 3rd down.
And you know, I got a comment. Corey Kurtner, as you heard in the interview, coming back to his old school, but also Cameron Sealing, as you can see, Bama Cam starting on the defensive side of things. He's from around here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing on this first drive here, 3 runs, no throws. We're seeing what this Broncos team wants to do early.
And I actually talked to Cam Sling earlier today. He said that this offense is very similar to that of St. Pius. As Brady Boydston gets another tackle on the night. That was Hank Kochevar on the run.
I gotta give a shout out. Spring Hill's O-line has done a great job so far of opening up those holes, which is forcing the guys in the secondary like Puhala, Sealing, Boydston, Burns to have to make those tackles and stop those long runs. Yeah, it does look very Pius similar. It's a good comparison.
I gotta say, this defensive line is a little bit banged up. Ben McDermott starting over Sam Charlton. Second down here. And he'll be brought down. Looked like Bama Cam getting in there.
Bama Cam, attaboy, getting the tackle there. And that's pushes him back. Now it's about, it's kind of third and long, so we'll see if Spring Hill throws here.
It's decision-making time.
Yeah, their rushing is working right now. I mean, they're averaging already like 4 yards per carry on 4 rushes. So wouldn't be surprised if this handed off here to Dodson or just a quarterback run with Miller.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They haven't forced a fourth down yet, and they've been nothing but on the ground.
Yeah, now you see Brooks Bayer coming in, number 11, number 2 in sacks in the state of Kansas, lining up here in the slot, or it looks like tight end.
Miller takes the snap. He'll look to throw. He'll throw the screen pass, and it is incomplete. Almost picked off there by Troyer.
Diving for the interception. Troyer so close. And out comes the Spring Hill punt unit. Amazing job by the St. James defense to stop Spring Hill here. Looked like they were really just blowing down the field with this run game. St. James defense locked in and got the stop here. Now forcing the first big punt. That's Burns back to return.
And that's Brooks Bayer. They were trying to go for him, and that one just went right over his hands, as he's also the punter as well. Blocked by Puhala.
He's gone.
At the 20-10 and into the end zone, Gavin Puhala, a thick 6 for the linebacker.
Are you kidding me? What a way to start this game. Puhala blocks the punt. When do you see that in high school football? A blocked punt return for a touchdown and St. James lead right out of the gate.
And
are you kidding me?
That is a trendsetter for Puhala. This man does force his turnovers like it's his playtime.
That was the rookie difficulty there.
Oh my goodness,
Puhala got through there.
Puhala.
No one blocking him.
Yeah, that was just poor blocking there from the Broncos, but great job there from Gavin Puhala, just blowing through that offensive line there and got the block on Bayer and put it 6 points early in this one.
And I gotta say, Mary Claire, it caught me off guard. Thank you so much for the play-by-play there. I was sharing the broadcast with some of my family members. I will not even lie to you.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was like, Burns are going to get the return. Puhala just comes out of nowhere. Just white lightning absolutely just appears in the face of Bayer and blocks the punt. I'm just, what? What did we just watch?
And they don't give number 1 to anybody. Gavin Puhala has just earned it.
Amazing. And I was talking about in the pregame show, as we watch this again, Puhala out of nowhere blocks it,
so good.
Runs it down. No one near him. That was his as soon as he blocked that.
And a pure win-win scenario, because that keeps the offense off the field. And there's 7 points on the board.
And also, guys, Graham, like you're saying, look at his number. It's number 1. One way right there. Get to the back of the end zone for the Thunder on that blocked punt. Gavin Puhala also leads the team with 2 interceptions as well. Great job there from the Thunder special teams, setting the tone here.
Amazing.
I see what you did there.
He is number 1.
Absolutely, as Stoker comes back on for the second kickoff of the game in just the first 4 minutes.
And guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have underestimated the Thunder defense because they've already shown up today.
Here we go again, it's Stoker. This one is up and away, and this one even farther into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback as well.
Whew, I'm still trying to catch my breath after that block. I was not expecting that. Wow. So St. James have set the tempo here. That big block, that puts them on the board. And that's only about 4 minutes off the clock. We've not seen the Thunder offense. The defense has showed up. Like, I don't... This is not what I was expecting at all.
And the key was to set the tone, and they've already done that. They just need to continue that throughout this game.
Absolutely, and don't let your foot off the gas pedal.
Absolutely, you have to play for all 4 quarters.
Miller takes this one, he'll throw out right to the screen pass. And that one will go just about nowhere, maybe a gain of 6 or 7. That was number 4, Keegan Folk, on the play.
And now this is going to be important also for Spring Hill. What is their response? Because a blocked punt like that, you don't see those often in high school. Especially, even at any level, you don't really see a blocked punt, especially that early too. You're gonna need, if you're Spring Hill, just to bounce back, get a quick score. And the St. James defense, if they can get another stop here, that could be a key momentum shift in this game.
Miller takes the second down snap. He'll look to throw. He'll roll out left. He's gonna take it up the middle. Cam Seeley leaped at him. There's a flag down, and he'll finally be brought down with a head of steam.
I think it's, yep, that one's coming back. I think that's holding there.
Yeah, it looked like a little, that did look a little holding.
And I gotta say, regardless of the holding penalty, Miller looked like a freight train on that one.
He was a freight train.
Holy cow.
There was no railroad crossing sign there. He just absolutely leveled him.
And I gotta give a shout out to Mr. Tyson B. Shore, the St. James alumni who led us to the state semifinals against the Aquinas last year. Also a former student of Spring Hill High School.
So sure about that one, but it doesn't matter. That's 10 yards.
So the Broncos getting some momentum here, now over halfway down the field here. The defense is going to have to make a stop quick.
Miller takes the first down snap. He'll look to throw once more, but you never know. What's he going to do? Yep, he's going to take it up the middle himself. Boyston and Sealing and chase it. He'll be pushed out of bounds by nobody. He'll find his way out of bounds after picking up a few yards there.
And the Broncos offense have really 2 good running backs. They have Mason Dodson, who's running back and wide receiver as well, has 12 touchdowns in total, but also 9 rushing on the season. And then you had Hank Conchavara that we've already seen with 9 rushing touchdowns on the season. Have really 2 good backs here tonight for the Broncos offense.
And I guarantee you they're going to use as much running as they can here.
Absolutely, just to wear down this Thunder defense, using all their threats as they should. 2nd and 4 here.
Miller takes the snap. He'll look to throw this time. He'll heave it up the middle. Perfect ball. What will they call?
That's
touchdown, Spring Hill. An absolute fireball from Miller. That'll tie this one up.
Spring Hill coming back out after the block punt. Unfazed, going downfield. Driving quickly, and an absolute dot there, and what a diving catch. You got to give him props where props are due.
And Miller just split the high safeties there, just threw a perfect post route to his man.
Absolutely, well said, Graham. That was just a perfect read there from Miller in the backfield. I mean, secondary just need to be a little better there in your coverage to find the secondary, but they'll get the next one here. And great response there from the Broncos offense with Jordan Miller leading the way.
And that was just kind of uncharacteristic loss in coverage there by the secondary. That doesn't usually happen often with those deep balls.
And that field goal extra point is blocked. The score will remain 6-7.
6-7. Hey guys, we gotta laugh about that
one.
No pun intended.
No,
No pun intended.
There's no fun.
No pun intended.
Come on.
And guys, I gotta give some credit to this Thunder special teams. They have been absolutely lights out this year. We've had blocked field goals when it matters against Capon, and we've had blocked PATs that have put teams in very poor positions. And then we had our first blocked punt of the season. Man, I can't even count how many times this special teams has come in clutch.
They came in really clutch this season for them.
And I gotta say, this field is unofficially called the Pasture of Pain because Spring Hill High School, this field used to be located across the street from a large cow farm.
Wow.
And that last possession kind of pained me a little bit. That was a great throw from Miller. I gotta give credit where credit's due, but definitely not what you wanna see. As Odell is back on for the kick.
And we're gonna see Horn back here for the first time tonight.
Gotta say, I'm pretty excited for that one. Looks like Boozer and House in the backfield.
Yeah, Boozer took it to the house last week with that kickoff return.
We have an onside.
Did they get it?
That
They
one
got
is
it.
out.
They got it.
And it's a Spring Hill onside kick recovery. That was a surprise to everyone up here.
I mean, why not do it if you're Spring Hill? I mean, you just got that blocked punt, then you go score, have the momentum on your side, get the Thunder special teams off guard, and they did it. Well played there for the Broncos.
And I got to say, that was also impressive from the kicker, Odell. They've got to practice that, and he clutched up in the moment.
How the turns have tabled in the last minute and a half for St. James. Got the blocked punt to go up 7, and now Spring Hill get the ball back here on the onside kick.
And
wow.
now the Thunder are back on their heels now.
Thunder really need to stay disciplined here, especially the secondary after that long shot for the touchdown.
That'll be off to the running back up the middle. He'll find his way after a gain of about 8 or 9 there.
And that's just unfortunate for the St. James special team. They weren't expecting an onside kick, and Spring Hill just got the lucky bounce, it feels like, too.
Yeah, and you always got to be ready for your special teams, though, especially in high school football and playoff football as well. Always have to be ready if I'm special teams on that kickoff. And you were seeing Hank Contavaro once again, two-way player, also plays middle linebacker for Spring Hill with 935 rushing yards on the season.
Miller once again, second and about 3. He'll take it himself up the left side, and he'll whirlwind his way to the first down.
And guys, we have our first score update of the night here about 7 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. St. Thomas Aquinas has put the first points on the board, 7-0. They'll lead Mill Valley.
Callanart?
I'm going to guess so. We do not know who scored the touchdown, but I would put money on it. It's probably Callanart. Been an absolute beast for that team.
Couple subs here for the Broncos as we're nearing the halfway point through this first quarter of play. Both teams with 1 touchdown so far, but the Broncos carry momentum. Miller takes this one. He'll hand it out to Kochevar, sorry. He'll gain about 4 or 5 on the play, getting down to the 30-yard line.
And that's a good gain. That's just a little bit of what they need to get about halfway. Yeah, that opens up the playbook a little bit. I'm going to guess they're still going to run it here because that's what's been working for them.
Absolutely. We've only seen 1 throw tonight, and that was a touchdown for Miller.
Correction, 2.
Oh, right. Yeah,
that was second
nope, you're
throw.
right. Yeah.
There was the first one on the 3rd down conversion, but I mean, that doesn't really matter when you hit a absolute dart like that.
2nd and 6 here for the Broncos. He'll pitch out left. It's an end around. He'll look to throw. He'll heave it. It's a rainbow, but he's wide open. That'll be another touchdown for the Broncos. Oh my goodness, just another defensive break, and that's just heartbreaking up here in the stands.
And he just left the St. James defense completely off guard. No one was on him. Despite how long that throw was in the air, he still was able to be wide open for the catch.
Great job there from the Broncos offense. Little flea flicker we saw there, and that was Mason Dodson, the sophomore, with the touchdown. And it looks like they're going for 2 on this one.
They want it. I can tell the Broncos want this ball game. Although I must say, this game is kind of reminding me of the Blue Valley North game. The Thunder could not get off to a good start, but they ended up clawing back and winning by a total of about 2 scores.
Yeah,
just got to give these boys some time.
This defense just kind of has to remember who they are.
And absolutely, you got to carry this much momentum in the first quarter all the way through the ball game.
That's a timeout there from the Broncos. Want to get a good play call here, especially because they're going for 2.
And I got to say, Cameron Wells with that throw there, the wide receiver, that was a rainbow. I don't know how open he saw his man, but my goodness.
And they practice that because that's a flea flicker. That's not something you just pull out the playbook that you don't practice. They've definitely practiced that.
And it's decision time. Will they go for 2 points?
We'll see if they get a little greedy here. If St. James can stop this, that could be huge.
As the Broncos will go for a 2-point conversion here. I think it's just going to be Mason Miller, or sorry, not Mason Miller. Miller up the middle. Trying for the hard count, almost got it to work. Miller will back out into the shotgun, pushes men in motion.
Could be a QB
reads.
draw.
Yep, it's going to be him up the middle, and he'll be in there. 14-7 Broncos. Wow.
Yeah. I had a slight feeling as soon as he motioned his men out and the St. James kind of D-line just kind of spread a little bit, I could feel they were just going to go QB run right up the middle.
And we still haven't seen Hornback and company.
Still, and it's 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Good job there from Jordan Miller with his 12th rushing touchdown on the season.
And I wonder, is this going to be like what we thought Shawnee Heights was going to be? Blow for blow all night. Just, you got to get one touchdown just after another.
This is not ideal, I must say.
Hopefully not another onside kick. We'll see what they do.
And these boys are ready for it now.
Yeah, they got to be, but I doubt it. I bet they're just kicking this one off. Looking for Boozer or House in the back to return.
Today's first quarter is presented by Trifecta Contracting, a single-source commercial glass contractor in the Kansas City metro area. Odell back on for the kick. What's he gonna do? This one is away, and we will see the Thunder offense. As that one will be picked up by Boozer on the sideline. He'll find his way up the right side. He'll have a few more, and he'll be brought down at the 33-yard line.
Good return by Boozer there. I believe, wasn't he the one who got the special teams return last week? Yeah, ran all the way back for a touchdown. Almost looked like he was gonna do it again there. Just got caught by the defense there, but a good return.
I gotta say, this sophomore, he's quick.
Yeah, he's going to be a threat next year.
He's not just fast, he's quick. His cuts are efficient, and he just sees the field better than almost anybody I've seen on this team.
And they're very clean as well. I mean, it's clean cutting. It's not just like, you know, slippery, I guess you would say, but it's clean cuts.
As Hornback and company emerges from the sideline for their first offensive drive, Hornback will take the snap. He'll fire out left. It's Neeson on the screen. And did he drop the ball? No, sorry about that. Just a good defensive play there from the Broncos.
Yeah, Neeson just stopped there before he could get a lot of yards.
Good tackle there by Andrew Pullen of the Broncos.
And man, I gotta say, the Spring Hill crowd is really bringing the energy tonight. 2nd and 7 here for St. James. See what they decide to do here, if they'll try to hand it off. That's Boozer.
Jake House is lined up wide on the near side of your screen.
Oh, really? That is House.
House in motion, maybe a jet sweep here. It will be Jake House up the left side, trying to find his way to the sideline, hurdling a man and getting out of bounds there at the 42.
Wow, House getting up in the air there on that one.
Looking like Mario, just jumping up there.
Going for it there.
Boing.
Trying to get, he got over one guy.
Yeah, it's 3rd down here. With watching some of the Spring Hill film, they really like to edge rush on that left side with Bayer and Pullen, and sometimes even Stewart, so definitely watch out for that.
I gotta say, that guy is huge. See
Number 11, yeah, that's
Bayer?
Brooks Bayer.
Wow.
Number 2 in Kansas for sacks with 12.
Insane. He's got a tough matchup in Nate Bright tonight. Hornback will roll out right. On Bayer's side, he'll look to throw.
Had Jed open.
He'll throw. Incomplete.
They had Alec Jett open there in the secondary. Would have been a 1st down, but just didn't find him. Thunder.
Had a lot of pressure coming there for Hornback.
On that 3rd down. Not surprised bringing the pressure on there. No reason not to.
And the Thunder will punt here. Boyson on for the punt, and maybe we'll see some trickery. Maybe a little payback trickery here.
Yeah, it is only 4th and 3, but definitely still in your own territory. Don't want to try any trickery like we saw last week. Tried trickery and it backfired with that interception.
The snap, and it's a fake, and they read it well. Boydston stays on his feet. and he'll be brought down. That was not well executed by the St. James offense.
Yeah, Sal, I thought 11 jumped. I thought that was Bear who jumped offside, but maybe he would have been in the neutral zone there, so he just had time to go back. But I thought that was offside as well. But also, why are we trying that? Last week we saw that didn't work. I mean, 4th and 3, let's just punt it away, let your defense do the job. But now you're giving the Broncos offense in the Thunder territory now, and they can put some points on the board. Just like to see the Thunder just punt it away there, choose the easy option.
And guys, I noticed Denton was talking to that defense, just trying to get them fired back up here.
I gotta say, I do not like what I see right now. Miller on 1st down. It'll be a quick handoff to the fullback.
That's Bear.
And that's a promising stop there. I don't know why they're not blowing the whistle for forward motion. That's very dangerous.
It was just a wall there. It looked like a rugby scrum a little bit.
And that took a long time for the referees to blow the whistle. Gotta be a little bit concerned about player safety.
Yeah. And that'll only be a gain of 4, so about 2nd and 6. St. James defense, they're going to have to step up here, get a stop, because that's going to be key to getting this offense back out. This offense can do so much, but they just got to be given the right opportunity.
This St. James fan section getting these boys fired up, as we'll have a rollout right. It's Miller. Missed one tackle, flag down, and he'll be on his horse.
And we'll see, is this one going to get brought back? Holding on the offense, and that one's going to get brought right back.
And that's absolutely a few moment. Whew.
Yeah, that was... Wonder if the defense kind of just backed off a little bit because they seen the flag, but...
That and Miller just can't be contested here.
And that's going to be a little bit of a drive saver there, 2nd and 16. If St. James can make this a 3rd and long, that could be crucial for the Thunder here to try to get a stop. But then again, you are in... If you're Spring Hill, you're in a zone where you could go for it on 4th down. 100%.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? You have the momentum. Might as well just try it. But 2nd and 16 now. Thunder secondary need to be on alert here, especially with the run game.
Miller rolls out left. He's going to heave it again for the end zone. There's 2 guys in coverage. Burns, he makes the interception in the end zone.
Billy Burns picks it off. And St. James defense have got the stop they need.
And from a high-level quarterback like Miller, that's definitely not his best work.
And I watched Burns that entire way back. As soon as he let the ball through, Burns was locked onto it like a laser-guided missile or something. Like he was locked onto that and just absolutely had that ball. No doubt he was going to either swat that down or pick it.
And you can see some coaching adjustments firsthand. Usually those defenders are going to play the receiver 9 out of 10 times. Burns watched the ball all the way, and it paid off.
Yeah, and that was just excellent coverage there from the Thunder secondary there. 2 guys in coverage. Burns coming away with it. That's Jordan Miller's 3rd interception on the season, and definitely not where he wanted it.
And it's time for the offense here. Hornback in the shotgun, takes the first snap of the drive. He'll hand off, pitch left to House, and he'll find his way forward.
Good read by Spring Hill there. Stop Jake House, not give him a lot of room to run, and that's going to be 2nd and 6 here. St. James need to get a little closer here. But back to that interception by Burns. Amazing job by him. Read the coverage great, and he was more playing kind of a zone there for a second. Locked on, double coverage, picked it off, plain and simple.
Hornback, he'll take it himself, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. It's Bear. Wow. Absolutely incredible defensive play. Just absolutely manhandling the offensive line.
And they're just breaking through. I mean, there's nothing really other you can do there. Loss of only 3. It's not what you want a 3rd and 9, especially in this punt territory, but they're going to need something to happen here.
And Hornback's just got to use his arm here. He'll take the snap and look to throw. House blocking. He'll step up, he'll throw. It's Canzaneri, caught, complete. 1st down, St. James.
Canzaneri able to hold on to it. The throw, an absolute dart there.
And the Thunder running some tempo here as we near the end of the first quarter, just a minute 40 to go. Some audibles being made by Hornback. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to House up the middle, trying to weave his way in and out of traffic, and he'll gain a few more up to the 40-yard line.
House falling forward there. Great example of how hard he runs and how he just gets right through it. St. James really getting right back to it.
A great job there from Jake House. Averages 111 rushing yards a game for this Thunder offense. It's a great job there from Jake House, senior running back.
2nd down and 3 here for the Thunder. Hornback looks to throw. Ignoring the screen, he'll end up firing to Neeson anyways, and he'll be hit hard.
That was a great tackle there.
Little bubble screen with Jet on the go route. Good read by Hornback, making the quick check down and making it just a little bit shorter on this 3rd down.
And this Spring Hill team is playing tough. They're fighting through the whistle and playing aggressive football.
And the defensive backs play so far off the line as Hornback gets the hard count.
That's huge. That was 3rd and 3, so it'll now be a 1st down for the Thunder. That's 5 yards for the Broncos.
And like I was saying, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Man, lost my train of thought there. When all said and done, it's 1st down. Oh, and sorry, I did remember what I was saying. The defensive backs, especially the corners of Spring Hill, played like 10 yards off the ball.
Yes.
Just trying to contain, but also allowing some short passes. Hornback needs to kind of gauge the short passes and making those long reads to try to score some points here. So we got a 1st down and 10 for Hornback. Takes the snap. It's House once again, finding his way up the right side, staying on his feet, and being dragged down at about the 50-yard line.
Fighting through there once again, and that's going to bring us to the end of the 1st.
And that's the end of the 1st quarter. Here you are watching St. James Academy football on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll be back after this from our sponsors.
So Open House is a way for prospective families to learn more about St. James, who we are as a school, what our mission is about, and an opportunity to interact with our teachers, our students, our coaches and club sponsors. Parents, this is an opportunity for families to start looking into high schools and coming to check us out and learning more about who we are as a school. And it's a great way for them to come into our building to maybe get an experience of what it feels like to walk through those doors. Open house is scheduled for Saturday, November 15th, and we usually have it in the morning between 9 and 11:30.
As we welcome you back here to Spring Hill High School for the 2nd quarter of football, where our score is 14-7 Broncos. Tonight's game coverage is brought to you by Kansas Sports Central. From final scores to ranking highlights and more, Kansas Sports Central is your home for high school sports across Kansas. Stay connected and follow at KSS Central on Instagram, X, and TikTok for all the actions. And that's House up the middle again. He's got some running room this time. He'll get the 1st down and then some. And these refs got to blow the whistle for this forward progress.
Yeah, it feels like there's a few times they've just not kind of stopped the play when it should be. But great run there by House, found an open lane. Seemed like the defense wasn't really expecting it. That was a good run to get the 1st down here at St. James, now in Shawnee Heights territory for the 1st time.
And it would be big here if we can really get this running game going here for the Thunder offense.
Really trying to tire out this Spring Hill defense because they haven't seen the field very much either. Hornback takes the snap. He'll hand off to House on the right side, trying to find some more room, and he will. That's a gain of about 3 or 4 as he finds his way to the sideline.
Yeah, House just brought down there. Spring Hill defense just relentless in their pursuit here. And House just getting absolutely just shut down, it feels like.
And it seems like every tackle this Broncos defense makes, it's a strong tackle and a big tackle.
Feels like if anyone knows this reference, the Legion of Boom.
Ooh,
feels
Seattle
like that.
Seahawks.
Just they're hitting hard.
Bam Bam Cam Chancellor. We got a Bama Cam. Hornback, another handoff to House, trying to find his way, and he'll slip and fall. at the 35-yard line.
Hate to see those slips, but House is back up and okay.
Yeah, never know.
My
after
heart
those.
skipped a beat a little bit there. I was like, oh, okay, he's fine.
Yeah, I noticed during pregame some Thunder players were slipping and sliding throughout the end zone and really most of this turf field.
This is a really nice turf field as well. Their facilities here are super nice.
And you'd think after the weather we've had the last couple weeks, it wouldn't be as like a slip threat, but it seems to be.
3rd and 2 here. Need a stop here if I'm the Thunder.
Jet playing the tight end position. Hornback in the shotgun once again. Big 3rd down here. He'll take the snap. He'll take it himself up the middle. He'll get the 1st down and a few more. Hornback being brought down at the 30-yard line.
Great run by Hornback there. Just finds a lane, and great blocking there too. Jet making the block as well. And Hornback getting the 1st down when it's needed most here, and St. James continue to run the clock.
And speaking of the field and facilities, I gotta say, this kind of reminds me of like Baser Linwood when we came here last year. It's kind of like low to the ground, 2 sets of stands. It's really kind of like a South Baser.
Yeah. And I know I just said that the Thunder need to get a stop. I forgot that we're on offense. My bad.
Jake House up the right side, trying to find his way back to the line of scrimmage, and he won't get there.
Yeah, broke a tackle there, but couldn't really get much more. It's going to be a loss of 1 for St. James.
Really seeing the Thunder really sticking to their run game here.
Second and 11 here for the Thunder on their next offensive drive. Just 9 minutes to go left here in the first half.
Would love to get a score off this as well.
Absolutely. Hornback looks to throw this time. He'll heave it up the middle to absolutely nobody. Neeson got blocked there in coverage.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for Neeson there, but maybe just a little tug on that shoulder, but not enough there. I feel like that would have been a good ball there. Just got held up a little bit there. Neeson did. Now third and long here for the Thunder. 3rd and 11. Need to get a 1st down and move the sticks here. That would be huge.
Yeah, and you need 7 points off this drive here. With how the Spring Hill team has been playing, you need to get 7.
Yeah, it's playoffs. You're not going to get away with 3 points. You need 7.
Probably the biggest offensive play of the game here. Hornback in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, showing blitz. He'll fire out to Neeson on the left side, and he'll be brought down. You can't be running these screen passes on 3rd and long against this absolutely feisty Broncos defense.
Strong defense as well. Tons of playmakers all over the field.
Yeah, and they're coming at them with such force. You can't really.
And the offense is staying on the field. Questionable here for the first half, but I guess Coach Radke does trust in his defense.
I mean, do you think this is in Ewing's range here?
It's out of Stoker's field goal range,
yeah,
and and Boydston, it's very hard to place a punt in this range too.
Definitely
Hornback,
not puntable.
he'll look to throw. He'll fire up the middle. It's complete. It's Alec Jet.
Did he get it?
Yeah.
He might have.
He did.
He got it. 1st down. St. James. 4th and 11. A risky, but an absolute spectacular play made there by John Hornback.
Oh, Graham, what a catch and what a 1st down by Alec Jet, showing up when it's needed most. And also great job there on that play by the offensive line. Hornback had more time than he's had in the past tonight in the pocket, was able to stay calm and collected and get that throw off perfectly.
And that's all led by the center, Jack Godard, the senior. College coaches need to take notice on him because he leads this offensive line, does a great job.
Hornback looks to throw once again. He'll try to tiptoe his way into open field, and he'll get it. He'll be brought down there in the red zone, just shy of the 10-yard line.
Another good run by Hornback as pressure was coming. The pocket broke down. He got through as second score update at 2nd quarter, 9:47 at Aquinas, and Mill Valley have tied this one up here. 7-7.
Yeah, Mill Valley have a really good offense with Blake Jay and Max Piva as well in the backfield. Reggie Reese, the K-State commit, is out for the season, so they've led more towards Piva, the running back, who has over 20 touchdowns on the season. But great job. Good team out there from Mill Valley.
House trying to find his way at the outside, jumps over another man. He'll fight his way.
He'll get close.
Inside the 5.
So let's watch this one again. Jake House almost hurdles another guy. Gets brought down just short of the TD.
And Jake House making video game-like plays and moves here early on in this ball game.
Maybe you could do a little Saquon reverse hurdle.
Oh my.
That would be I feel like that would stun me more than the block punt.
It's House once again trying to find his way to pay dirt, and he will. Touchdown, St. James Academy. It's Jacob House, the senior running back, trying to level this one before the end of the first half.
Great run by House there. Gets outside and just absolutely waltzes into the end zone for another touchdown. We've seen him make those all season.
Absolutely. Great job there from the senior running back, Jake House, with its 8th touchdown on the season. But once again, all offensive line opening up the gaps for Jake House to run through. I mean, like you were saying earlier, Sal, he has an offer from Drake and EKU, but more need to come that guy's way because he's an absolute playmaker for this Thunder team.
Ewing, extra point up and good. Mr. Automatic himself sinks yet another one, and this game is all level once again, 14 all.
Yeah, like you said, Graham, Mr. Automatic, 7 for 7 on PATs last week. Huge for this special teams for the Thunder because your kicker got to make extra points, and he does just that.
I'm still saying we should call him old reliable too, but
I wouldn't call him old. He's still a junior.
he's an upperclassman.
He's
I can
Mr.
consider
Automatic
old.
to me.
A great job for the Thunder, now tying it up at 14, so 6 minutes to go here in the first half, and they get the ball back after halftime. Really need a stop here on the Broncos offense. That'd be huge. Turn the page.
And guys, I gotta say, after the PAT, I saw O-lineman Braylon Maybe and one of our senior starters there a tiny bit shaken up.
Oh man,
but
I missed that.
Yeah, Ewing had to help him up. He was kind of a little shaky off the field, but I think he'll be okay. He's a tough guy. He'll fight through it.
And at this point, I mean, week 10, week 11, yeah, week 10, all these guys dealing with injuries at this point. You just got to fight through.
Devers is at a brace on, I forget which arm, for the last 3.
That was from the North game. As this one, a short kickoff returned from the 5-yard line. McGinney trying to get in there and make the tackle.
He will.
It will be McGinney. He might have forced the ball there.
Like
he was down.
Yeah, I think he was down before.
Looked pretty close. Good effort there from Frankie McGinney, playing some defense here for the Thunder.
No review in high school football. I wonder if they're ever get around to that. That would be pretty cool.
Kind of like the, yeah,
that'd be nice.
I feel like that would. Give it 3 years, probably.
Kind of like the pass interference thing in the NFL.
Yeah.
You got to really.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pass interference thing in the NFL. I mean, literally, we've talked about this like last game. 3 seconds left just to launch it down to like the 1-yard line, and then it'll just be the spot of the foul. It's crazy.
Miller hands it off to his running back up the left side, trying to find his way through, and he'll be denied there, brought down at the 29.
Mason Dodson once again making plays for this Broncos offense, averages 8.2 yards per carry with 906 total yards on the season. Good run there from him.
And before the second down play, we'd like to shout out Mr. President himself, Andy Taluki. Thanks for watching the broadcast, and thank you for giving all of us this opportunity here to do great things.
Thank you, Mr. President. Can I go?
And another tidbit, Cohen found his keys.
Woo!
And Miller will be brought down in the backfield. Look who it is, Carter Shakowski.
Shakowski doing it again. Atta boy, Carter. He's been playing lights out these playoffs. Had that big interception against Shawnee Heights last week. He's had a couple on the year. What a guy.
And speaking of Shawnee, I've been following him back to his roots, Shawnee football in middle school. Huh, he was a stud for that team.
And this defense has come to life here in the second quarter.
Yeah, 3rd and 9, need to stop here. Change momentum big time.
Miller under pressure. He'll fire, it's Bear. He'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage. It's a plethora of St. James defenders. That'll force a punt, and man, oh man, that's what we needed.
St. James, the defense has come to life. It has been reanimated in this second quarter. And it's going to be 4th and 10. They're going to need, can we get another block punt? Dare I say,
and
can we get 2?
Halloween was just a week ago, but this defense has been Frankenstein. They're alive.
Yeah, and I gotta say, that all started with number 75 for the Thunder, and that's Case Spencer, who started the season on the offensive line, but now on the defensive line.
And Burns with the return, he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. That was a good punt there from Bear.
And that's all why they got that stop, because he had both his hands up, absolutely huge, because then Miller in the backfield just had to throw it away in the middle of the field to one of his receivers, and that's how all the Thunder defenders were there just to tackle him. Great job there from Spencer.
And Mabian's back out there for the O-line, unfazed.
And both sides of the trenches for the Thunder are a little bit thin. Hornback on first down. Canzanieri in motion left. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to House, trying to find his way up the left side, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 1 or 2.
Yeah, another good read there by Shawnee Heights D-line once again, stopping House, limiting his big runs today.
Maybe a play action threat here on this offensive drive. House has been receiving the ball a lot. Maybe try to catch this Broncos defense off guard.
And I know we always say get 7 points, get 7 points. But even 3 points, if you run the clock here down to about like 10 seconds, Stoker puts it up, you get the ball back after this quarter too.
Broncos showing blitz. House taking the ball up the middle himself, staying on his feet.
I don't know how we held on to that one, guys. I mean, Hornback and House, little miscommunication there, but House ultimately gets through.
House was holding the ball on his back. The handoff was late, and he had one hand on the ball on his back.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he did.
I did not see that.
And then he spun it around, got it.
It's Jet taking it himself. He'll be brought down at the line of scrimmage.
He's short.
Curious play call there.
Yeah.
And I guess they might have just been trying to throw off.
I mean, that's a key 3rd and 1, though, but then they lost 2 yards on that one. Now it's 4th and 3.
Oh, man.
Now Canzanieri's a little shaken up here.
You got to keep the offense on the field. Uh-oh. Canzanieri down on the field with an injury. Definitely don't want to see that. We love Pecans up here in the booth, and hopefully he's all right.
And we'll see what St. James choose to play here. They are at midfield. Did see him go for it last time they were in this position. But you really, really could use a first down.
And after losing a big defensive piece in Sam Charlton, definitely don't want to see one of your star wide receivers, Preston Canzanieri, down, although he is walking off the field under his own power.
Love to see it.
Give him some rest, maybe a drive or 2 off.
Yeah, really good receiver. Got 3 touchdowns this year, 2 against Northwest, 1 against Aquinas.
And it's looking like that left hip that is bothering him.
Yeah, hate to see it.
4th and 3, Thunder offense, stay on the field.
Time to get this energy level back up here. It's Hornback on 4th down. 3 men in the backfield, trying to get the jump once again.
Wow. What is this Broncos defense doing? Jumping again now yeah. So yeah, that is a first down.
And they were. I didn't even know if they were going to go for it here, but they got him on the hard count once again. And I have said there's been a couple times it felt like they were just, like the reaction time was too quick. Like they were they were like, well, we're just going to hope he snaps it and go right now.
That's House up the middle once again, being brought down, rolled around after a gain of about 5.
And I want to continue on the D-line a little bit, just because it's felt like they've just, like the reaction time's been inhuman.
No.
That they've, oh no.
Another player shaken up, looks like Mabian once again.
Oh no.
Oh man. And did you see what Braylon was shaken up with, Mabian?
I did not. He looked like he was limping. Looked like his right leg he was just kind of limping on it a little bit.
And in the second round of the playoffs, you can't see this.
Yeah, the reaction times have just felt a little too fast. And it's almost like, I'm going to draw a comparison to another sport. In Formula One, they have the reaction time from when the lights go out. And sometimes they used to just release the clutch when they were hoping it was going to go. and then you get these reaction times that are crazy.
Maybe in being helped up, and he can't put any weight on that left leg there.
It was left leg.
Getting up with Coach Radke and trainers. Oh, man.
That's another loss on the offense. That's just been a hard thing for this Thunder team. It's been injuries all year. Yeah. Oh, that's just crushing.
And you got to hope it's not that serious, as we'll have a 2nd down and 5 here. Hornback once again takes the snap. It's House up the middle, and he'll be brought down by Bayer.
Great job there from Bayer once again. He has offer from North Alabama and Arkansas Tech. Great player out here for the Broncos defense. He also plays tight end and also is the punter as well for Spring Hill, all over the place.
Third down and short here for Hornback. Got to make a play. Hornback looks to throw. He'll fire. Wide open. It's Kirkner. Complete his first reception of this ball game in his return to Spring Hill.
Good catch by Kirkner there. So watch this here. Pressure coming for Hornback. Unfazed. Great ball. And Kirkner out of bounds. Gets the first down. Clock running. 1:50 here. St. James in scoring range.
Would really like to see here a touchdown before halftime, little 2-for-1 since we get the ball back after half.
Mangini in here on offense playing some slot. Got to get some more personnel out on the field after some of these injuries. Hornback on first down, takes the shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, hesitates, fires up the middle. It's Jet, and it's dropped.
Looked like they had Mangini over here. Mangini on the left side, just didn't see him as it looked like he slipped. So maybe a good thing that they didn't throw it to him there, but incomplete pass there to Jet.
And that was a good throw from Hornback. That should have been a completion, but unfortunately you can't make that play 100% of the time. It's the game of football. Nothing's ever guaranteed. Second down and 10 here for the Thunder. Broncos showing pressure once again. Hornback looks to throw. He'll fire it up the middle. It's Neeson trying to make a play on the ball, and it's incomplete, batted down by the safety.
That was a little too close there for the interception. Neeson almost got mossed there a little bit.
But the athleticism of Neeson was able to honestly play some defense on that ball.
Now 3rd and 10 for the Thunder offense. Really need to convert here. Got to get your best play drawn up here.
Or your smartest play.
Five wide for Hornback. He'll look to throw, showing blitz, fires up the left side. It's Kirkner once again. The same play, and he'll get out of bounds after getting the first down.
That was huge there. Stoppage of the clock. 1:12 to go, and St. James are on the doorstep, if not in the red zone. And here we go. This is going to be important here. Do St. James choose to run a little bit of the clock here, being in the red zone now, knowing you can get not a guaranteed 3 points or get more?
Yeah, because you don't want to score too fast, because you don't want to give the Broncos with the ball back with some time left.
Hornback being in chase, burning his man. He'll still look to throw, he'll fire. Deflected and incomplete. That one was a little bit scary. Intended for Neeson.
So close there, and it just kind of bounced off Neeson's hands as Hornback, like you said, absolutely burning a man. And that was close there for Neeson. As guys, we have another score update. Mill Valley have taken the lead 13-7 with 1:20 to go in the second. A little bit of an upset alert there.
Hornback looking to throw up the middle. It's Jet this time. It's complete. Touchdown, Alec Jet. Bang,
Jet.
bang.
burning them. The afterburners were on, and Jet right into the end zone for yet another touchdown for the EKL receiving yard leader, Alec Jet.
Great job there from Alec Jet with a 7th touchdown on the season. And I really like how Hornback is reading the defense, just staying patient and waiting for the right moment to strike. Great job there from Alec Jet with a 7th touchdown on the season. And great job there from the Thunder offense, getting 7 points off that drive. They get the ball back right after halftime.
And it looks like Braylon Mabian being checked for an Achilles injury here.
As Ewing puts it right through once again. And St. James go up 7 now. Let's walk back at this again. Hornback. Great throw to Jet. And breaks tackle, fights his way into the end zone. Amazing job here. And just absolutely burnt his man. No one near him until he gets into the end zone there. But by then, too little, too late.
Yeah, just a great route there from Alec Jet and great ball there from Hornback, getting in the back of the end zone, putting 7 points on the board.
And Nate Bright on the sideline here, getting this Thunder team fired up.
Stoker back on the kick. Exactly a minute to go left here for the Broncos to try to make a statement before halftime. That one will be taken at about the 15-yard line by a Bronco. And he'll be brought down there at the 35.
And I didn't realize this until just after the kickoff. It was literally just reflex. Old Reliable did not hit the extra point. Ugh. That doesn't happen often.
He's got the next one.
Always. That's only his 2nd miss of the year on extra points.
Some trickery here. Ball is taken up the left side. And the carrier is brought down there by Banker.
Great job there from Brenton Banker. Leads a defense with 2 interceptions with Gavin Puhala as well, 2 on the season.
That one's taken up the middle once again.
And Spring Hill trying to play with some tempo here. They definitely want to get some points on the board to try to respond to St. James. As Thunder are going to get the ball back here after half. Can't forget that.
Miller looks to throw. He'll roll out right. Trying to fight the offensive line. And he'll take it himself and tiptoe out of bounds.
And special teams sure is having a big impact on this game tonight, guys, for both teams.
And just 7 seconds to go. It's decision time. Are they just going to heave it for the end zone?
We'll see. Maybe a Hail Mary.
I mean, they do have a good kicker, so maybe you can just play the sideline here. Get a 20-plus yard gain.
Thunder defense definitely going to be on that.
And the
as Bayer is in for the Broncos.
The Broncos left 2 timeouts on the board.
And the Broncos will end up using one of their timeouts. As we send this to a word from one of our sponsors. And it's nearly decision time here for the Broncos. Tonight's coverage of SJA football on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is made possible by the many donors to our media arts programs and the hard-working students on the Thunder Broadcasting team. The Thunder Broadcasting Network is a student-organized and run broadcasting network dedicated to furthering the mission of St. James Academy and the greater Catholic Church. Do us a favor and subscribe to the Thunder Broadcasting Network on YouTube. Our student broadcasters, like myself, love to see our viewership increase, and your support is much appreciated as Miller looks to heave it up the middle of the field. The receiver turning around and making a spectacular catch on the 15-yard line, but time has expired.
And he was fighting, almost got there. And that's going to bring us to half. Woof!
He did a great job there coming back for the ball as well, but it won't matter.
And at the end of the half, St. James Academy leads Spring Hill High School 20-14. We'll be back right after this word.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day. Help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
And as we welcome you back here to Spring Hill High School, it's halftime here. The Thunder hold a 6-point lead, 20-14 on the Broncos. And now we'll send it to our halftime show, followed by our newest episode of TBN Pulse.
Welcome live to the TVN Halftime Show. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias alongside Graham Warner, Josh Mills, and Zach Wilson. Start previewing some of our 6A games. We got number 12, Blue Valley West, at Olathe Northwest. Olathe Northwest coming off a blowout win, 63-0 against a 13 seed Wyandotte. Then Blue Valley West, the number 12 seed knocking off number 5 Shawnee Mission East. Zach, what are you looking at for this game?
So if I had been here in the past couple weeks and not kind of sleeping in my bed, I would have came here and sung my praises for Blue Valley West. In my bracket, I have Blue Valley West going all the way to sub-state this year. So I really have been believing in them from the beginning, and this is no different. I think Olathe Northwest is arguably weaker of a team than Shawnee Mission East was. I don't know. They might have played head-to-head. I don't know, Northwest. But it's just whatever. But I think Blue Valley West has all the tools they need, and they're clicking at the right time of the season, and they're a win.
I'm actually going to oppose that take, Zach. I agree with everything you're saying, but at the end of the day, I think that the Northwest is looking like a pretty strong opponent. Blue Valley West had an impressive win, but they also lost to some 5A and 4A teams. I think that although they're clicking, although they're looking good, I don't really see this team having much success after last week. So I'm going to take Olathe Northwest.
Yeah, they have Brett Leduc at quarterback, senior transfer from Texas, who went 18 for 24 from the field and 4 touchdowns in their upset win. And they also have Lawson McGraw, the K-State commit, who had 3 touchdowns on the night for the Jaguars. Also played defense as well and just as good, so I'm taking Blue Valley West in this one.
You know, what you just said, those statistics really didn't reflect how they played against St. James. But if they click like that again, I think they're absolutely going to win that game. And me, myself, I'm a big fan of Blue Valley West. I like the team. I got a lot of friends who go to that school. And I think I'm going to take the Jaguars because Olathe Northwest is Olathe Northwest, but they're kind of just a little bro to Olathe West.
Yeah, now we have number 6 Derby at number 3 Junction City. And over here, Graham is a big fan of Derby. And the other week ago, we had Derby. I believe it was Bishop Carroll, and Bishop Carroll beat them. And me, Sal, and you all had a whole sweep. So are you picking Derby in this one?
I am going to take Derby. Give me Derby. Number 6 seed versus the number 3 seed. I'm taking the underdog, the under Derby. Under Derby. That's a new word, guys. Put it in the dictionary. Give me Derby.
I think that this is going to be a good game like any of them on here. But at the end of the day, I think Junction City is looking pretty good, so I'm going to pick Junction City.
Yeah, I'd initially, whenever I was filling out my bracket, I was initially going to pick Derby because it kind of seemed like a no-brainer. They probably played a harder schedule. But then I went to look in, and based on last week's results as well, I'm feeling really well about how Junction City's playing. I just don't think it's Derby's year.
Yeah, I agree with you as well, Zach. I'm going Junction City in this one. They're coming off a shutout victory to Topeka after they put up 49 points, and they have Arius Finley, the junior running back, who holds an offer from South Dakota. He's just a super explosive back for their team. And then Junction City is coming off a 55-7 win over Topeka West High School, and they're on a 4-game winning streak right now. And the Junction City have quarterback Conrad Gomez, who has 29 touchdowns on the season, and they also have a really athletic wide receiver with Lavelle Autry, who makes some plays on the football field, but also a dog on the hardwood for Junction City basketball team. And I'm going Junction City in this one. They're extending their winning streak to 5 and moving on to the third round.
I feel like that whole spiel is like directed at me. I see how it is, guys.
I'm sorry.
No, next week on the next pregame show, when Derby wins, I am going to gloat.
Okay. Now we're going to go for our 5A predictions. Number 7, Mill Valley at Aquinas. Zach, what are you thinking?
This is game of the week, arguably game of the year. Oh, yeah. Mill Valley had this one circled on their calendar for a whole year now. It was Aquinas who broke their 5-state championship streak. With that being said, I think Mill Valley is maybe going to be a little bit too big for the moment. They're going to get a little bit in over their heads, and they're not going to be ready for that first quarter when they go out and play Aquinas. But I think it's going to be a great game, really competitive. But I think Aquinas led the way, as always.
This is going to be a really, really good football game. I've looked at some different teams who played Aquinas. I begged Bishop MEH to get a win. They let me down. I begged some Blue Valley schools to get a win. They also let me down. Rockhurst did not let me down. But that is beside the point. Mill Valley is a really, really good football team. I think that, like you said, Zach, this is going to be a really, really good game. They've had this one circled on their calendars ever since that heartbreaking loss last season. But I'm not quite sold yet on Mill Valley.
Yeah.
I think St. Thomas Aquinas, I'm going to have to go with the back-to-back state champions. You got to give respect where respect is deserved.
And, this is the 7th biggest high school game in the country this week, happening right here in our hometown. And, you really got to think of other scenarios. Okay, so Aquinas lost to Rockhurst, correct? Would Mill Valley beat Rockhurst?
No.
So that kind of just proves my point. I'm going to have to take Aquinas, even though I don't want to. I'm going to have to. You can never bet against Aquinas.
Yeah, Mill Valley's a really good football team coming off a close 35-26 win over against Blue Valley, as they did all the work on the ground with Jay and Piva leading the way with 400 yards rushing combined. This is not going to work against Aquinas, because the Saints have a really good run defense, as when St. James played them, House only had 23 yards on 13 carries. And then Aquinas is obviously super dominant. 49-0 win over Turner High School, and obviously of Calinar, and just a really good offensive line, which paves the way for art. So I'm taking Mill Valley in this one.
I think also for this game, it's also interesting to look at Cal Art and see if he got hurt a little bit against Rockhurst, and see if he's recovering, because he's going to have to be full strength for this game.
Absolutely.
And if he gets banged up in that game moving forward, it's going to be different look for Aquinas. And Valley, the same thing. Reggie Reese out for the year.
Yeah.
Looking to max Piva a bit more. I know he's probably the main guy before, but this is huge for that game.
I understand what you're saying about Cal Art, but at the end of the day, that offensive line is so incredible. You could put my 6-year-old brother behind that offensive line, and he'd rush for 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. At the end of the day, I really think that Aquinas is just going to find a way to win. Coach Streiling is just a great football coach, and he's gonna do something special.
Now we have for 5A, number 9, DeSoto at number 1, the top seed based on Linwood. Graham, who are you going in this game?
I took Blue Valley Southwest over Baser Linwood, and they let me down. And Baser Linwood really showed me what they're made of. And number 9, DeSoto, they look like a pretty good team, but I think they're a little bit better at other sports compared to their football team. And Baser Linwood just eats, sleeps, breathes football. So I'm going to take Baser Linwood, keeping their 1 seed alive, and I think they're just going to... I think it's going to be a close game, but I think they're going to come out with the victory.
Yeah, Baser Linwood beat Blue Valley Southwest in the opening round, only 28-10, and they were led by senior quarterback Carson Dixon, who can pass and run the ball super efficiently. He has 1,563 passing yards on the season, also to go along with 485 rushing yards. and also with 27 total touchdowns. That's a lot for Baser Linwood. But at the same time, DeSoto's a really good football team. They just won over Highland Park, the 8 seed, 48-16. And they lost earlier in the year to Baser by 4. And I think they're going to get their revenge when it matters most and knocking off the top seed, Baser Linwood.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Mary Claire. I really do think that when you look at these two teams, since 2016, these teams are 50-50 against each other and even 4-4. DeSoto, again, like you said, only lost by 4 earlier this season when they played each other. I think both of these teams are this is going to be a really fun, physical football game. They're going to both come at each other super, super hard. You're going to hear the pads cracking, but I think at the end of the day, I think DeSoto is going to pull off the upset.
Yeah, I mean, I think Baser Linwood's been really impressive this year. I think they're probably the best team on the east side of Kansas that doesn't belong to the EKL or the Sunflower League. And I think they've proven that this year. Their game against DeSoto early in the season, obviously a thriller. I'm pretty sure Baser scored the walk-off touchdown with under a minute left. So it's kind of DeSoto coming in like Mill Valley is right now, kind of with the same revenge underdog mentality. Like, we're going to show everyone that we actually are better than this team. But as I said with Aquinas, I think Baser is just going to be more prepared for the moment. They've showed it throughout the season.
Yeah.
And I think they continue that through.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in to the TVN Halftime Show. I'm Mary Claire Zacharias alongside Graham Warner, Josh Mills, and Zach Wolzen. We'll now send it to the TVN Pulse.
From Lenexa, Kansas, this is TVN Pulse.
Hello, Thunder. My name is Hudson Walters. I'm coming to you from the Venerable Fulton J. Sheen Video Production Studio here at St. James Academy. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of TVN Pulse. In this episode, we have new content coming from our video production classes. Our Video Production 2 class collaborate on St. James Academy's Day of the Dead Alfreda's exhibit. Emily Labarge takes a look at mass ministries. Isaac Japs dives into our Spark Center for Academics. And Lucy Kissick looks back at our St. James Academy Interim Days health class. This is TVN Pulse.
Day of the Dead, it's Catholic feast day. It's the Day of All Souls that we celebrate on November 2nd. And it's celebrated across the world. In Latin America, it's a big remembrance day, and it's celebrated in different ways depending on the country, but in Mexico, they make these beautiful ofrendas for their loved ones. There's a lot of mementos, pictures of the loved ones, Christian iconography, food. Some people put a lot of things that their loved ones were known for.
I put my grandma, and I had 2 other girls with me, and they also put their grandma. And we put chocolate and bread and some of the candles that they like, and just things that they were really into.
We are all one church. We are all children of God, and the more we know about each other, the better our relationships become. As Catholics, we need to remember that we have to pray for our loved ones that have passed away. We want to pray for their eternal rest. We want to see them again in heaven.
Thanks to Sal, Lily, Audrey, Kaylin, and Max for their work on this special piece. Now we move on to Emily Labarge's piece of Mass Ministries.
St. James has completely transformed my faith life between religion classes, daily mass, mass ministries, things offered like confession, and just all these extra like clubs and formations to help us grow in our faith. It's really helped me transform as a person and as a child of God, and it's just something I'm really grateful for. I'm involved in mass ministries where I can help like learn more about the mass, where I like sacristan, prepare for mass, and also do like EMHC, so you can like give Jesus to other people. It's really cool. It's really cool to like see behind the scenes.
Can you give us from that first half?
Yeah, they threw a lot at us in there, a lot of trick plays and onside kicks and things like that. So they kind of gave us everything they had. So we knew they were going to come out like that. They didn't like our intensity in the first quarter there. They wanted it way more than we did right there. We thought we were just St. James to come out and win the game. But it's just playoffs. You know, anything can happen. So they got some good momentum there, but we'll get the ball the second half and hopefully get a score here quick.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Back to the booth. You're good.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles. So if that fits with anything that you may have, then maybe Performance Rehab may be a good fit for you.
Welcome back. Another special part of our St. James Academy is our Spark Center for Academics. Here, Isaac Japs takes another look at what makes it special.
And when I got accepted, I didn't really know what to do because I'd never visited Spark before, but Ms. Hendricks and all the other Spark players helped me out, so I'm helping people like I wanted to do. And so like lots of my friends come down to Spark, and so it's kind of a way to like build connections while also helping people out, which is, you feel pretty good about yourself. It's helped me be like a more creative person because sometimes the way that you understand things isn't the same as other people. I think it's just helped me be more creative and also like be more open to helping people. Like you still get your seminar or your study hall when you need it, but also you get to help out all the people who are trying to work hard. There's just a pretty good connection between all the like core people in the Spark, which is super nice because then you know there's like people to rely on. It's a pretty cool place. Like no one else checked it out yet. I would, because I had never gone to Spark before I was a Spark plug, but then like I went for the first time this year, like as a student instead of as a Spark plug. I didn't know who to go to, but until my friends were like, "Hey, just go to Spark," and it was super helpful because I didn't know what I was doing. It's just a cool place to be.
Great piece, Isaac. Finally, on the days with our other graduating classes on a retreat, 172 freshmen elected to earn their health class credit through our Interim Days program. Here, Lucia Kissick edited some highlights.
As we welcome you back here to Spring Hill High School, the St. James Academy Thunder will receive this second half kickoff.
Here we go here, guys.
And today's second half is brought to you by Aaron Barrett State Farm. Insurance like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Go Thunder. That's our favorite live read to do.
Hey, wait, it was my turn this week.
Sorry, man.
All right, I get it next week.
Oh, yeah.
If there's
the big game.
When there's a next week. When?
Gotta take care of business first here tonight, though.
And House will take this kickoff at the 5-yard line. It's time to show off some speed. He'll find his way into some open space down the sideline and being shoved out of bounds there at the 40. That's a good start to this half from Jake House.
I'll give the offense good field position here to start this game. This half, sorry. Blech. Words were not wording for a second. And as we start this game, Aquinas Mill Valley have started their game. It's 14-all. This is going to be a key drive to start this game. Could open up to a 2-score.
As Hornback takes a snap, he'll throw quickly out to Canzaneri. He's back, and it's complete.
Canzaneri back and better than ever. Great job there to get the first down. He looks unfazed after coming off in this second quarter. Looks just unfazed, and he's ready to play some football here.
Out wide is House, complete. And what is that I see? It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Braylon maybe, and he's back on the field.
Wow, so they're both back after half. Fighting through the pain.
Good sign to see here. If I'm a Thunder fan, 2 big players on your team now back out and on offense as well. Good to see here. Now 3rd and 1. Thunder really need to convert here coming out of halftime.
Just 1 yard to go. It's House up the left side. Who's going to do it? It's Jake House. As he'll run through a guy. Oh my goodness, flattening a defender.
Flattening one and dragging another one out of bounds with him. Jake House with a head of steam getting through. An amazing job there. He's had an amazing senior season, I just got to say.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was great blocking as well there from Neeson, the wide receiver. Good job there, good discipline for not holding him a little too long. Good job there from Luke Neeson without that holding penalty to move the sticks for the Thunder. First down.
Got to say, we've seen less penalties than I feel like in most games.
And that's really good to see, especially in the second round, sorry.
Hornback in the shotgun, first down, he'll look to throw. He's looking for a deep ball, he'll fire close. That contact was quite early.
And the ref's not going to call that one. Fortunate there. And I got to say, like we said, and Mary Claire, you did say, you slipped a little bit, said 3rd round, but that is going to be important if we make it to the 3rd round.
Absolutely.
Is limiting these penalties.
And it's a good start already here in the second round, but got to finish this one.
Absolutely.
2nd and 10. Once again, Hornback. Hand off to House up the middle, finding his way through. And he'll gain about halfway of the distance.
Yeah, lost House for a second there. Great job fighting through just the pile of guys. And always falling forward, make sure he gets as close as he can. 3rd and long here. Not what you want to see for the St. James offense, but, you know, it's manageable.
And you're really seeing here the Broncos coming out of halftime using that blitz a little more with Bayer and Stewart leading the way.
Big 3rd down here to start the second half. The Thunder in enemy territory with House in motion left. Hornback will look to throw. He'll scoot his way up the middle, find his way through. Will he get it? He'll be 1 yard short, but he'll fight forward. First down, Hornback.
Sean Hornback fighting for the first. At a kid. He was not going to be denied. As soon as he got out of that pocket, he was like, I'm getting this first down, and you're not going to stop me. Falling forward. Yeah. Amazing job by Hornback.
Great effort there from John Hornback to get that 1 extra yard and move the sticks.
Absolutely, and taking advantage of the late whistles that have been occurring quite a few times tonight.
Yeah, if they'd called that early and stopped, then that could have been very unfortunate. You can go for it also. It's 4th and inches.
First down and 10, trips right for the Thunder. House in the backfield. Hornback takes the first down snap, fakes, rolls out left.
Has Kirkner.
He's got Jet up the middle, it's complete. Kirkner was wide open, however, but we will take the yardage, we'll take the first down. Moving just onto the doorstep of the red zone at the 23-yard line.
Great catch by Jet there. Under pressure, still got it, brought it in. And that's another movement of the sticks. They're just outside the red zone.
And out of those many reads that were available, any read that is complete and gains yards is the best read for your quarterback. Hornback raring to go. He'll take the snap. It's another handoff up the right side. House being brought down by the back of the jersey.
Yeah, he just nowhere to go there.
Yeah, and that was Andrew Poland, the junior, number 28 middle linebacker for the Broncos with 41 total tackles on the season. Also, guys, has a blocked field goal. to go along with his stat line. That's Andrew Pullen, the linebacker for the Broncos defense.
Thunder running some tempo here as we have 2nd and 13 on our hands. Hornback takes the snap. He'll look to throw. He'll fire his way into the open space. He'll spin around and be brought down just short of the first down at the 15.
Another great QB run by Hornback here. Look at this. And finds the lane. And going for the spin move, almost got it. Could have gotten that first. But it's going to be 3rd and very short from a 2nd and very long.
It's a great run there from John Hornback, the junior, making some big plays, stepping into a big-time role this season. Doing a great job here tonight, 3rd and 1 in the red zone.
Got to pick this one up or score here. Neeson in motion. Hornback taking it up the right side himself. He'll get the first down.
Hornback once again says, fine, I'll do it myself. Gets through for the first, diving for it too. As he goes out of bounds. Looks like actually, it looked like he wanted to lower the shoulder, go for a hit. But he'll dive out of bounds, get the first.
Yeah, smart
Good
there.
discipline.
Yeah, smart for him not to do that. Injury prevention, just like my dad says. No reason to do that. You got that first down. Move the sticks. No reason to do anything extra there.
First down and goal here. Nearly goal, sorry. First down and 10 from the 11. House finding his way up the left side. Staying on his feet. And he'll be brought down just 2 short yards away from the end zone.
Good run by House. Way to be elusive there. Not get dragged down and fight through. So close for Jake House. Now just going to be a short run. And it's an official's timeout. We have a Spring Hill player down on the field. Not what you want to see. You wonder if the cold is playing into some of these injuries too tonight.
And that's number 28 of Spring Hill. He's been making plays all night.
Yeah, that's the sophomore Carter Rainey. 3 caused fumbles on the season along with 1 interception. Good player out there, the outside linebacker and safety for this Broncos defense.
And he's been making some plays tonight. That's going to be a
Absolutely.
crucial piece lost for the Broncos.
I will say it is a tad bit chilly out here, but we have still a big student section turnout tonight here in Spring Hill.
As the offense emerges again from the sideline once more. 2nd and 1 from the 2-yard line. Hornback takes the snap. It'll be a handoff. It's Jake House.
I think they
Did he
marked
get
him.
in?
Touchdown, St. James. It's Jake House for the 2nd time today.
What a job there by Jake House, fighting his way into the end zone. Just barely getting it when it's needed most. And St. James go up by 2. Huge scores now. It's a 2-score game for the first time tonight.
And I still see the offense on the field. It's a 2-point conversion attempt.
No, I think he's short on this one.
Oh,
he's
did they
1
move
yard
short?
Yeah, 1 yard short, so it'll be at the 1-yard line here, so no touchdown for the Thunder offense.
Confusing this. They signaled touchdown there.
I at first thought he was short, guys, and they do call him short.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion from the goal line refs. One said touchdown, one said he was short. Although something rare, a 2nd down conversion from the 2-yard line. It's 1st down and goal. Hornback, 2nd chance. It's good. Jake House, I'll repeat myself, his 2nd touchdown of the day.
He will not be stopped there. He'll just get right into the end zone there. Jogging in, bring it back. He knew he had that one in the bag. And now we can say it is a 2-score game for the first time tonight.
Yeah, great job.
Huge for St. James.
Yeah, great job there from Jake House with a 2nd touchdown on the night. Absolutely huge for him. And it looks like they want the offense. Yeah, the offense is staying on the field for this 2-point conversion after they missed that extra point last drive.
And Hornback is on for the hold here. We'll see if they try a little bit of trickery maybe. We'll see.
Hold is down. It's a fake.
Yeah, that's
Wertenberger. Oh, my goodness. I think
Matt
that ball
Wirt.
stuck to the glove.
Yeah, I think the Broncos read that absolutely beautifully there because you saw the sideline of the Thunder wanting Hornback to come out, and then he ran out, and then everyone knew it was a 2-point conversion there. Just a good read there from the Broncos. Really just want to see just an extra point there from St. James. Again, don't need to do anything fancy.
And as you're seeing these replays
no
here,
reason for
that
it.
first one was just a bit short, but then Jake House capitalized once again, and that capitalization touchdown is presented by Clodic Wealth Management. Clodic Wealth Management helps to fit all the pieces of the financial puzzle together. Schedule a free assessment by texting GO Thunder to 913-402-6099. Once again, that is 913-402-6099. Clodic Wealth Management.
And great job there for the Thunder, using that little 2-for-1 there as they got the score before halftime, then coming out of halftime with that score. Absolutely huge, taking advantage of that.
And now this Thunder defense just really needs to make a statement on this drive, trying to put this one out of reach.
That would absolutely be huge if we could get a stop.
Especially with a run-heavy offense.
Definitely.
And Mill Valley Jaguars have scored a touchdown. Once again, it's a 20-14 ball game, pending the extra point.
Man, I know that game is always close between those two great teams, but Mill Valley are really putting Aquinas on an upset alert.
Absolutely, giving them a run for their money. The 7th biggest high school football game in the country.
For good reason as well, with playmakers on both sides.
They call it the November War.
That has aura to it.
That does.
I think Holy War has more aura.
Holy War will always be the best rivalry name in the state, I feel like, but November War, that's staple. That means your teams are both good enough to be there in November. But yeah, that could be huge. Mill Valley, the 7 seed, upsetting the 2 seed.
But Mill Valley is better than their seed says. I mean,
are we.
Yeah, you look at this, like the 3 seed and the 6 seed, 2 seed and the 7 seed. I feel like
it all just depends on the schedules, honestly.
It really does.
Looking at Spring Hills in
That's a run up
comparison
the
to
middle
ours.
for the running back. He'll have some more room. He'll fight his way up to the 40. Oh my goodness, he's still on his feet. He'll be dragged down by the wrist.
Wow, that's Cachavara once again. Great, powerful run there. Really explosive back for the Broncos backfield.
And that caught the entirety of the St. James defense off guard.
Yeah, just absolutely he just kept going. I thought he was down for sure, but he fought for a little bit more.
And that's just weight room work right there, guys.
And coming to the line quick.
Miller, direct snap. It's handed off. Once again, pitch to the right side. Oh my goodness. That's once again number 10.
Wow.
Yep,
another huge run.
Yep, that's Hank Cachavara once again. The senior number 10 has 935 rushing yards on the season with 9 rushing touchdowns along with 1 receiving touchdown on the season. And just really unfortunate there for the Thunder defense, giving up 2 big plays.
Yes.
And we'll send it to a quick word.
It had been called Rhetoric and Media Arts, and we rebranded it this year to be called Media Arts Video Production. We have an intro level class with Mr. Wahlberg. You learn the basics of how to make a professional video. Advanced, we take it to the next level in video production too. So we take everything that you learn in VP1 and we build upon it. You could, in VP2, actually earn your professional license, new parts of the
As we welcome you back here to Spring Hill High School, it's a 26-14 St. James lead, but the Spring Hill Broncos are driving here. Miller being brought down in the backfield. Look who it is. We haven't seen him in a while. Good to see you back, Mr. Brenton Banker.
Banker making the big time tackle for loss.
Yeah,
amazing job. We haven't seen him much.
Yeah, that was just a great read there from Brenton Banker in the backfield. Key play there for the Thunder defense. 2nd and long.
And Banker depositing his man to the ground. Absolutely stunning play there from the junior corner.
Oh my gosh, I'm slow tonight, guys. I just got that joke.
Oh.
I was like, what? Oh. Man, caffeine did not kick in.
It's cold.
It is.
It is freezing.
Miller fires out left over the head of Puhala. It's a perfect throw.
He was wide open over there.
Puhala played great defense, just a little bit too shallow to jump up for that interception.
Yeah, and it's going to be a 3rd down.
And very short.
3rd and close.
3rd down and an icicle here. It's cold.
It is cold. Could use some hot cocoa right now.
Maybe a QB sneak. Miller will take it up the right side. He'll get shoved forward. Looks pretty close here.
We'll see. Where are they going to spot it?
I think they're going to call him short here, I believe.
No, they're going to give him the first.
First down?
Game is speeding up. Just 4:48 to go left here in this third quarter. I feel like the first half took a really long time.
It did. A lot of just stoppages, it felt like.
Broncos running some tempo. Miller in the shotgun. He'll take the snap and hand off. And never mind, he'll take it out right. Devers in chase. He'll throw out to the right side. He'll have a man wide open. Oh, ball came out. Who fell on
St.
it?
James. There's a flag.
Down.
Question, who's the flag on and who got the ball?
I feel like St. James had to have gotten the football there. What? It looks like he recovered his own fumble there. But Mills looks shaken up on the play.
I'm wondering what the flag was for.
Yeah, you wonder on that one because it's late. Mad about that penalty. That's 15 yards.
On who? Did they say what number?
I think it was personal foul. No,
Oh,
I did
man.
not hear what it said, but that's personal foul. That's 15 yards.
The playoffs is just not the place for those kind of penalties. Just, man, heartbreaking.
Yeah, you never know with those ones since the ball's out. Never really know what's going on. Complete opposite side of the field. But now they're in the red zone after that 15-yard penalty. Super unfortunate.
The touchdown looking almost inevitable. Miller hands it off up the left side. He'll fight his way down very close to the end zone. He'll be down at the 1 yard line, and now it looks like it's just going to be even a 5-point ball game.
And that's just headstrong running there. You just kept pushing.
Great job also from that Broncos offensive line, pushing him forward so we can get a few extra yards as well.
The Thunder need a big goal line stand here if they want to keep this lead. It looks like they got it.
Good stop there.
Andrew Moyer wrapping the running back's legs and bringing him to the ground just short of the goal line, just trying to keep this drive alive, you know?
3rd and goal. Are they delaying the inevitable, or do they have a chance of making a goal line stop here? That could be huge.
That would be huge, but I really feel like it's 4-down territory here for this Broncos offense.
After that last play, St. James can do it.
3 from the 3, inside 3 minutes here. It's the third quarter. Number 3, Miller takes the snap. He'll take it himself out the right side, and it's Andy Devers.
He pitched it out. No, he pitched it out to Hutchavara.
Pitched it, but he didn't get much more on that one.
I think he lost yards on that one, I believe.
And Andy Devers absolutely created that play, causing the last-second pitch, although his secondary was right behind him.
Talk about someone with perseverance. Andy Devers has been that guy. He's been fighting an injury since about the Blue Valley North game, and he has still been the biggest presence in that backfield, carrying that defensive line.
4th down and 4. The offense is staying out on the field. This, your St. James Academy Thunder, this is the play you're going to want to witness as a fan of this team. This is huge. 4th down. It's Miller. And we have a flag following the play. It's a false start on the offense. That'll push him back.
And that is huge mistake by Spring Hill.
It looks like Bayer was playing almost out wide on that play.
Here we go.
They're staying on the field, no surprise. I mean, you're in the red zone right now.
This is your
by
whole
12.
season.
Yeah.
Thunder staying loud here. Guys, our cameras are shaking.
Miller takes the snap. He'll look to throw. He'll roll out left. He'll take it himself. Look, rolling again.
His Bear wide open.
He'll be brought down.
And the Thunder stop him. Huge 4th down stop by St. James. And now, that's huge.
Absolutely a valiant but also frantic effort from Miller, trying to find a man wide open in the end zone. Couldn't find a man and being brought down just short of the goal line. That'll bring the offense back out on the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Miller just scrambling all over the place. Can't find anyone, but he had Bayer wide open. Brooks Bayer absolutely wide open. Absolutely missed him. Would have been easy touchdown there, but good job there from the Thunder defense, just holding on that one, getting that huge stop on that 4th down play.
And I never thought I'd say this. I'm watching our broadcast to call the game. I'm calling the broadcast from 3rd person now. Hornback looks to throw. He'll roll out. He'll have to get the ball out, and he'll throw it out of bounds.
Yeah,
there was a receiver in the area.
You got to be careful there because you don't want a safety right there.
No, absolutely. That's definitely what you don't want to do. That's why he didn't take it himself.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure there.
But these St. James fans are hyped up. They're on their feet, and that's why I'm watching the broadcast. Second and 10 here from inside our own 5 at the 4-yard line. Hornback takes the snap. He'll hand it off to House. He'll get some breathing room. He'll stay on his feet and finally get brought down.
And that was a good run from House there. That gets Hornback out of the end zone, gives him a little more room to move. But obviously, you can't give up a sack here.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4. Got to get a quick throw out if you're Hornback.
Yeah, absolutely, because if we don't get this, it's punting, and punting in dangerous territory as well.
Absolutely.
Need some more breathing room.
And guys, we've seen Hornback get that 1st down a lot on his feet on these kind of 3rd and mediums.
Hornback, this is also a huge play. Attempting the hard count, didn't get it. Few defenders flinch. Hornback, he'll take the snap. It's House. Who else would it be?
He had room. Did he get it?
He'll be brought down. He'll be just short of the 1st down.
Is he?
It's got to be close on this one.
It's got to be real close.
Don't have the best angle from up here. But they're going to come out for a measurement here, bring out the sticks.
The chain gang is coming out.
Chain gang.
That is really, really close.
That is something they can never remove from football.
It's really close. I think he got. Oh.
What do you think it's out?
I don't know, Sal. It's going to be
Graham.
really close.
I don't know, Graham. I don't know, Graham.
Can't really tell from this
Did
angle.
he get it?
It's a 1st down. St. James. Jake House fighting his way. And football is a game of inches.
Oh, Graham, I think we know now, Graham.
I think we figured it out.
That was so close. If you guys have been watching the whole season, that's a shout out to our very own Cohen Merrick. We love that guy. Amazing, like a closer broadcaster comes in when he's needed most.
He can broadcast. He can sure broadcast a football game, but he cannot keep track of his car keys.
Four fingers up now. We're going to the 4th quarter. Thunder up 12 over Spring Hill, the 6th seed.
Here we go.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. It's St. James 26 and Spring Hill 14. You are watching St. James Academy Football live here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We will be right back after this. And as we welcome you back here, it's the start of the 4th quarter. St. James holding just an 8-point lead on the Broncos in Broncos territory. And as we get into the 4th quarter of football, we'll have this word from Deep Pasquale Moore. Deep Pasquale Moore is a proud supporter of student athletics. Football teaches teamwork, perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice. Learn more at dmlawusa.com. And perseverance has been the name of the game tonight. It's cold and it's a close one here. Very hard-nosed football on both sides of the ball. And the Thunder offense will retain possession inside their own red zone at the 14, trying to put this one away. It's House once again up the right side, trying to find his way through. He'll be brought down by the ankle.
Great read there from Jake House. 3 guys coming up to blitz him. He gets out there. Absolutely perfect read there from House.
And guys, football is a game of 4 quarters. You got to play through the entirety of the quarters. That is always why they put up the 4 fingers. You got to play 4 quarters of football, because if you don't, easily can give the lead away here. They're going to need to hold on to this one.
Hornback in the shotgun. Kirkner on the close side of your screen out wide. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to House. Up the middle. He'll find his way through. And that'll be another first down for your Thunder.
Great job there. House fighting through the middle there. And banging his head a little bit on the turf. Boom.
Once again, that's just great blocking once again there from the offensive line.
House holding that right wrist. Boozer will be coming in his place, very temporarily.
The helmet banging on the ground honestly reminded me a little bit of Cam Scadaboo. Hopefully Jake House can stay in the game a little longer than
And I talked to Jake House quite frequently. I don't think he has CTE.
I don't think so.
Cam Scadaboo, on the other hand.
No, he has CTE.
Broncos in blitz. Boozer taking up the right side. He'll find his way out of bounds, staying on his feet after a gain of about 8.
And Boozer just hit, I don't know if that was one of his teammates or if that was another Spring Hill player, but he hit someone and just leveled him.
Yeah, Boozer is such a great player. Only a sophomore, young talent on this football team last week with 2 touchdowns, one of that being a return off that kickoff. 3 touchdowns this year for him. Just a great job from Will Boozer coming in and dominating each play. He's not getting 1 yard, but he's averaging at least 3 yards per carry, at least when he comes in this game. Just a really good player out here.
Hornback, another handoff to Boozer. He'll find his way past the original line, and he'll fight his way for the first down.
I mean, look at that, guys. 2nd and 5. He gets more than 2nd and 5. He gets about 6 or 7 on that one. Great job there from Boozer.
Took the words right out of my mouth there, Mary Claire. Boozer, just a headstrong guy, getting past guys, fighting through, almost exactly like Jake House, just a little bit younger. He's going to be great in the next couple of years for this program.
I mean, he's just so dominant. He's so dominant. He dominates every single time he gets in the game. I'm just so impressed by Will Boozer's game.
He's got game for sure.
And word on the street, he's the strongest player, pound for pound, on the team.
Huh.
Absolute freak. Hornback takes this snap. He'll take it himself up the right side. He'll make his read. He'll try to find a way back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll be brought down by a group of Spring Hill players, and that's a really late hit.
Yeah, that's got to be a penalty there.
Either a late whistle, you got to blow the whistle earlier, or throw the flag.
Especially on a hit like that, like
on a quarterback,
too. Like
yeah.
that's unacceptable. That has to be a flag.
Although these referees have been doing a pretty good job tonight, and we thank them for spending their time here with us at Spring Hill High School. Second down and 10 here for the Thunder. Hornback taking another snap, and he'll take it up himself. A perfect slip. Some smoke and mirrors from Hornback, and he'll find his way across midfield for yet another St. James first down. And this clock is just dissolving inside 9 minutes.
Making up for getting stopped on that last play there. Gets the first down and more. Like you said, running the ball this entire, since this quarter started, they've run the ball. And it's been almost a 4-minute drive down the field, Aquinas-esque.
Yeah, that's just elite vision there from John Hornback. Saw that rush we were talking about earlier, right off that right side. Love to do it. Hornback just takes it, can't give it to House. He'll also be tackled for loss. Great job there from Hornback.
Hornback pitching out to House on the left side. House is trying to get some gain, and he'll get out of bounds after gaining about 3 on the play.
Yeah, and there's a flag on this one.
We'll see what it's for here, as House just unfazed, it feels like. Yeah, he's out of bounds. We'll see what the flag is for. Oh.
That's a hold on the Thunder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I was watching that one. Just broke through a little too much there. It'll come back for the Thunder.
And that is a very uncharacteristic penalty we've seen tonight.
And guys, Thunder only up 12. Yes, that is a lot, but if the Broncos get a stop here, will be huge. Thunder just need to keep playing their football right now. Don't make any silly mistakes, turnovers, and even penalties as well.
Hornback takes the snap. It's House trying to find his way up the left side, being brought down by Bayer himself.
Good read there by Spring Hill, just able to stop him there. Nothing you can really do if you're St. James.
And it's 2nd and 18 here for the Thunder.
Yeah, good tackle there from Brooks Brayer, super athletic, also plays basketball and baseball at Spring Hill High School and excels at both as well. Good player for the Spring Hill basketball team.
A defensive lineman playing basketball? What? Oh, man. I was thinking more like rugby.
You're on.
Hornback takes the snap. It's House once again trying to find his way through on the run game. Not successful there on that play.
When you're up 2 scores like this for St. James, running the clock is key. Because if you can give the Spring Hill team as little time as possible, that sets you up to be able for your defense to make those stops when they kind of push it too far or when they throw into double coverage.
Yeah, and it will be huge also if we just keep moving the sticks as well.
Hornback taking the snap, 5 wide, rolling out right, in pursuit. He's got time to throw. He'll throw a lollipop to Neeson. Complete first down, Thunder, and that one is just a dagger in the hearts. Sorry, did I miss something here?
No.
No, it's just.
Oh, I heard some oohs and ahs. I apologize, but Neeson putting a dagger in the hearts of Spring Hill fans.
What a catch. Let's look at this. Hornback signals it, throws it up. Neeson on his head.
And having the composure to be able to throw a touch pass like that in one of your first playoff moments.
First playoff road game for
Hornback. And he just put it out, absolutely gave Neeson a chance to moss that
guy. Just at ease back there.
And he's been having a stellar night. Hornback throws out to Jed. It's complete on the screen pass. He'll roll out right, fight for a few more yards.
Hornback there looking for a little bit of a rough in the passer. There was a little bit of late contact.
Yeah.
And these refs are just letting them play tonight.
And as we start the 4th quarter,
this is a huge update.
Oh my goodness.
The Mill Valley Jaguars have taken a 2-score lead on the Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas. It's a 28-14 ball game.
This is a massive upset alert right now.
Although, however, if any team can come back from that deficit and use the clock wisely, it's the Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas.
That's true, but Mill Valley are fighting. They're not going to go quietly into the night. It is the start of the 4th.
And House finds his way out the left side. And I gotta say, 14 of Spring Hill has been stride for stride with just about every Thunder player tonight. That's Jake Wise.
Yeah, I wonder if he does track or something, because he's got great acceleration. Able to stay with Jake House, not give him any green space to go. Wow.
The offense coming back out on the field for yet another new series of downs. Hornback with Boozer in the backfield. Takes the shotgun snap, showing blitz. It's Boozer up the middle.
And guys, we are over halfway through this 4th quarter, and St. James have held the ball the entire time.
And I think if we score a touchdown on this drive, it's going to be very, very, very difficult, if not impossible, for the Spring Hill Broncos to try to end this one on top.
I wouldn't say dagger, because we've said dagger before, and then the other team has come back a little bit.
I agree with you. It's definitely going to be difficult, but I don't think it's going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Never know what can happen.
Some guy said, the dagger against West, and then they scored 3 touchdowns. As Boozer, good run there, just gets stopped. Good read by Spring Hill's defense. Guys, clock continues to run. We're almost at 4 minutes.
And I see Puhala coming in on offense.
Yeah, he's in
Good to
there
see him.
sometimes. He gets a few snaps on offense. Saw a few last week.
Absolutely.
And the last. With that block punt earlier today. Third and 2 here for St. James.
Here we go.
Hornback takes the snap. Puhala blocking for House, trying to direct his way through traffic. He'll fight his way forward. Oh.
Big tackle.
He just got met there.
Yeah, yeah, that was Cal Stewart. Leads the team with 78 total tackles for the Broncos defense. But I think he got it. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, he got that first down.
St. James, valiant effort from Jake House.
And we are under 4 minutes to go. This has been an 8-minute plus long drive.
And I can't believe this. I think, actually, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off on saying
We're going to hold off on saying it until we score.
I'm going to cliffhanger you guys at home. I'm sorry. Hornback takes the snap. It's House once again. Staying on his feet, but running into a wall of defenders.
Clock will continue to run. Is this Aquinas or St. James that we're watching? Because they have just absolutely drained the clock here.
I think this is just St. James football. They're playing their brand of football, and we've seen that absolutely all season. So this is St. James out here trying to win this football game to move on to the third round.
And you really asked the question, what is St. James football? I think it's one of the most fluid systems of football in the state of Kansas. You never know what you're going to see on any given night from this team.
And, you know, sometimes that can be a good thing and a bad thing as well, but I feel like I'm leaning towards more the good thing for St. James.
Absolutely, and as Puhala takes the carry right there up the middle.
Because sometimes football teams aren't super consistent, but sometimes they are. So we need to be consistent in some areas, and I think some areas we have been consistent, which is good, just like running the ball. Sometimes we're consistent, but not so consistent. But I really feel like John Hornback has really been consistent this whole season.
And I must observe, last week against Shawnee Heights, the Thunder took advantage of those big shots downfield in the passing game. But this week, the Thunder have just been keeping it on the ground, keeping it short and steady even.
Yeah, short and sweet's always good. Don't need to do anything extra just because it's the playoffs. Don't need to do anything fancy because there's no reason for it. You're in the playoffs with a good record. Just keep doing what you've been doing, you've been doing during the regular season.
Absolutely. And tonight's game is brought to you by Freedom Physical Therapy and Training Center. From athletes to parents to grandparents, you deserve to move pain-free for the people and moments that matter most. Take back your strength. This is Freedom. Learn more at freedompttc.com.
And guys, this defense is going to be extra rested when they come back out here. As we're down to 2:40 to go. Wow. Almost 10 minutes drained off this clock.
Hornback taking the 3rd down and 9 snaps. Stoker getting ready on the sideline. Hornback, he'll roll out right. Bayer on his tail. Oh my goodness, he's got speed. Hornback staying on his feet.
I don't think Hornback will get in there yet here, but Hornback outrunning him. Great job. Just using that speed we know he has. It's what makes him one of the best quarterbacks in the EKL.
As we have another timeout called here, we'll reach out to another word from our sponsors. The Catholic Education Foundation provides scholarships to children from low-income families so they can attend a Catholic school in the Archdiocese of Kansas City in Kansas. This school year, CEF will provide over 2,000 scholarships, totaling over $5.5 million. All CEF-funded students would not be able to attend Catholic schools without scholarships. CEF is helping to keep many schools open in the Archdiocese of Kansas City in Kansas. To sponsor a student in need, contact the Catholic Education Foundation at cefks.org.
And I'll just say, amazing job by St. James all around tonight. Had a little bit of a rough start to this game. Had me a little bit worried, but the defense really revived. They came out, they played the brand of football we know them so well to play.
Yeah, and it's also 4th and 5 here, guys, and the offense staying on the field.
Oh, wow.
Stoker's not coming out. Not so sure about this decision, but hopefully we can get a touchdown here.
Hard count, it
Jump
works.
offside again.
That was exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I guarantee
Broncos.
I guarantee you they only stayed out on the field to get the hard count.
I agree with you.
And with that break, I'll just break down my 3 C's to this game. The first C is clock management. The Thunder just have managed this clock through and through, all the way throughout this game, and not letting the Spring Hill Broncos get their hands on the ball and keep it for more than half this game. My second C is composure and really just staying collected, as the Thunder really faced adversity in this game so far, and they really didn't let them get back to the Broncos get back on their feet.
Yeah, and this is also not a first down since it's half the distance to the goal line.
But it's House up the right side. He'll cut inside with another flag thrown.
Yeah, this is coming back. It's holding, I'm pretty sure, on offense.
The last C is competition. The Thunder came to play tonight, and this Spring Hill team was absolutely ferocious coming out of the gate. I was here before the game at like 6 o'clock, and these Broncos just came out on the field doing all their chants and claps and stuff, and they looked really intimidating. I was honestly scared for a second. No, it was honestly crazy.
Me too. They were so hyped up.
No, honestly, and I feel like that's not something that you can teach as a coach. That's really just something that you build as a community with your team.
And that's leadership as well, and I bet you that all starts with Brooks Bayer.
And absolutely, like I said before the game, you can walk the walk, but you can't talk the talk.
And it's gonna...
Or however that saying goes.
St. James have done an amazing job this quarter of running the clock, but if Spring Hill get a touchdown here, they're right back within reach. So the defense here is going to need to come up big, make a big stop with 2 minutes and 28 seconds to go.
I smell a safety. My nose failed me. Shucks.
And guys, as that stop happens, Aquinas have just put up a score now. It is 20-28 here.
Like
Aquinas are not done yet.
St. Thomas Aquinas can make that comeback. 14 points may seem like a lot to your average football team.
They're not done yet. Ooh, flag. On the play, we'll see who it's on.
Maybe a false start on the offense here. Yep.
Ooh.
False start. That'll push him back 5 yards. Or half the distance to the
yeah,
goal
half
even.
the distance there.
Unfortunate for Spring Hill, just adding insult to injury. And guys, we have rolled just under 2 minutes now.
No 2-minute warning here in the high school realm. Miller takes the snap. He'll back up. Tiptoeing in his own end zone. He'll throw, and it's incomplete.
And now, this could be a crucial stop here. Spring Hill obviously going to go for it on 4th. It's desperation time. You can't punt at this point.
Even though you'll give the ball back in the Thunder's territory in the red zone, I mean, there's 1 minute and 45 seconds left in your season. You're not punting off.
And like I said in the pregame script, one of these teams has to go home without having the opportunity to play next week, and that team looks like it's going to be the Spring Hill Broncos. Got a feel for these seniors, as we'll have another timeout called.
Yes.
So open house is a way for prospective families to learn more about St. James, who we are as a school, what our mission is about, and an opportunity to interact with our teachers, our students, our coaches and club sponsors. Parents, this is an opportunity for families to start looking into high schools and coming to check us out and learning more about who we are as a school. And it's a great way for them to come into our building to maybe get an experience of what it feels like to walk through those doors. Open house is scheduled for Saturday, November 15th, and we usually have it in the morning between 9 and 11:30.
As we welcome you back here to Spring Hill High School, it's a big play. Maybe the last offensive play. It's an end around.
Oh, it's not.
Oh my goodness. Just kind of had to let the moment run there. Spring Hill just kept their season alive.
Yeah, that was Mason Dodson once again, the sophomore running back, number 6 for the Broncos, making a big play for his team. He has 512 rushing yards on the season.
And getting out of bounds.
Absolutely stopping the clock, which is absolutely huge because Spring Hill doesn't have any timeouts, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, they are out of timeouts here.
I see a big fat 0 on the scoreboard. Oh man.
This is gonna be close.
For the entertainment factor, we get to see some more football. Miller backs up to throw. He'll heave it. It's Billy Burns once again. What do you know? Billy Burns, also known formerly as William Burns IV, coming down with his second interception of the day in the 4th quarter of this game, and that will unfortunately seal the fate of the Spring Hill Broncos.
Game, set, match. Billy Burns put in the dagger.
And following this ball game, we will have a trophy presentation to your 5A regional champions, the St. James Academy Thunder. And we'll have some live play-by-play of the Mill Valley Aquinas ball game. I'll be doing a little bit of a radio broadcast. I'll be like Kevin Harlan. I'm calling both games.
Yes! The update of Mill Valley Aquinas. It is 28-21. 5 minutes to go, guys. It's close.
It has been a while since St. James and Mill Valley have met in football. The rivalry is usually referred to as the K7 Derby. It will be a great night at Marion Stadium next Friday evening if the Jaguars can get the win.
And it's going to be at Marion Stadium, too, if Mill Valley can pull this off.
If Mill Valley can pull it off.
If Mill Valley can hold on.
If Aquinas wins, it will be Aquinas.
And we'll snap back to reality. The Thunder in victory formation as they're going to win this ball game 26-14. Your 5A regional champions once again for back-to-back years are the St. James Academy Thunder. This team has been unwavered since week 1 of this season in their first home game at Marion Stadium.
And this is just a testament to how good St. James is. They are one of, if not the best program in the state as they seal this one here. What a game by the Thunder. What a game.
And what a great team win by St. James as well. Not just one guy getting it done, everyone out there getting it done. Love to see it. Thunder get the win over Spring Hill, the 6th seed, end their season 26-14. And St. James will head into the 3rd round facing either Mill Valley or Aquinas.
And as Aquinas just forced a 4th down, I think.
Yeah, they just forced 4th down here.
3:45 to go.
Ooh.
The Mill Valley Jaguars at their own 47-yard line. It's now at 4th and 5. It's decision-making time for the Jaguars.
Yeah, that's hard for the Jags.
And just because this game is over doesn't mean our broadcast is over. We're going to be doing some live play-by-play for the Mill Valley Aquinas game as well as covering our trophy presentation.
Yeah, back-to-back regional championships for St. James. That is huge.
And we have a timeout called here by one of the two teams. I believe it is Mill Valley.
Yeah, the Jags, such a hard spot. It's 4th down. You got to make something happen.
St. Thomas Aquinas, the almost undoubtedly best team in the state of Kansas. trying to keep their season alive here against the Jaguars of Mill Valley, the only other team, besides maybe the Thunder, who would be able to put up this fight.
Yeah, absolutely, and you don't know what Callan Art's status is as well. Her earlier in the season, definitely not 100%, I don't think.
See what happens, but I mean, Mill Valley putting up a fight. And it is 28-21 in the fourth quarter. Mill Valley lead.
3:10 to go. Mill Valley, it's decision-making time. 4th and 5 from just about midfield.
Still on timeout. They're taking a full timeout here. They need, if they get this 4th down conversion, that could be huge.
And you know St. Thomas Aquinas is not afraid of 2-point conversions.
They're not. That.
So punching the ball would be a choice.
Could Mill Valley hand Aquinas their 2nd loss of the season? I can't.
It's almost.
I can't
Mill
remember.
Valley has the clear advantage here, but it's almost pick your poison on this 4th down play.
It is. And, I mean, I got to say, I don't remember the last time Aquinas had a 2-loss season. Here we go.
The offense is staying on the field.
Snaps
And
deep.
Mill Valley will punt. That one will be down just inside the 20 at the 15-yard line as we near 3 minutes left in this ball game.
And that was a call there by Mill Valley. I don't. You're giving Aquinas the ball back.
Aquinas uses the clock.
They do, and it's against them.
According to this broadcast, we cannot see how many timeouts the Saints possess.
It's going to be.
Yeah, and Blake Jay is their quarterback for Mill Valley, and they also have Max Piva as well as their running back. Max Piva with over 20 touchdowns on the season. Last week, last week Mill Valley's win, they went for 410 rushing yards combined with Piva and Jay.
And as Aquinas get ready to start their drive, the presentation of the regional plaque for St. James.
I need somebody's phone. I have to go take a picture of this. I need your camera.
He gets the best phone. And Cohen dashing off to do his photography duties. He's got the best phone in the business. My phone.
And guys, Cal Arndt is in the game here.
Yep, number 23 in the backfield for Aquinas.
As Patrick takes the snap, man in motion. Some more flexible on offense as a man will be taking up the left side. He'll fight for some more yards. He'll have the 1st down and get up to midfield.
Was that
He's at the 50. That was not Arndt. That was number 21.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was not. Of Aquinas just fought his way up to midfield with a plethora of Jaguar defenders trying to bring him down.
Clock's still running under 3 minutes.
Running 2:46 and counting.
They must not have any timeouts, or they just don't want to spend one right here.
Yeah, Aquinas running tempo.
They're still going.
Man in motion once again. It's Arndt this time. He'll fight his way through down to the 35-yard line of Mill Valley. This is happening so fast. Aquinas is pushing.
I mean, this is huge here. Aquinas so close right now.
Are they gonna spike it here?
They're running tempo once again. Patrick, 2:30 to go. Just a 7-point ball game. Patrick will hand it off once again.
No,
he takes it himself.
He'll find his way through 25-yard line.
They're still going here. Guys, it's 2:15.
This is a absolutely valiant and explosively quick drive for the Saints.
And they're just tiring out this Jaguars defense as well, just pushing them all the way down the field.
But how much time will they give them to score?
The Jacks, and there's a timeout.
Yeah, timeout.
With 2:06 to go. Holy cow, Aquinas just marched down the field in a minute. In a minute.
All by running as well. That was all by running as well by Arndt and that other back for Aquinas.
Let's cut back to our game. The victory dance happening.
Oh yeah,
little more upbeat, little more light.
Stress-free.
We're gonna go from to yay.
And you got to feel for these Broncos seniors. I feel bad for these guys. They played their heart out. They put up a better fight than the team last week, which is what we really expected.
Yeah, the seniors on this team, the players to watch I had for this game: Jordan Miller, the quarterback; senior Hank Cachavara, Kyle Stewart on the defense, and that's quite about it for Spring Hill, but they had a really good season, especially Jordan Miller.
Guys, this is...
All right, 2:06 left in this Aquinas game. The St. James Academy Thunder just defeated Spring Hill 26-14. but now we're providing radio live coverage of the St. Thomas Aquinas versus Mill Valley Jaguar game. If you're just now tuning in, it's 28-21 Mill Valley, but Aquinas is pushing inside, nearly at the red zone.
And I mean, they've been absolutely steamrolling Mill Valley here. 2 minutes to go. This is a 2-minute drill
And
here.
these Jaguars defenders have to focus.
You gotta make a stop here.
It's Art. Once again, who else would it be? He'll be brought down after a gain of about 2 on the right side.
We just hit 2 minutes to go
He's still
here.
inbounds. The clock is ticking, 1:55 and counting.
It wasn't a super big gain though.
The Saints are inside the 25-yard line.
Pitch.
Art hurdles a man, but he'll be brought down.
Yep, that's coming
There's
back.
a
That's a
flag.
block in the back there from the Jaguars. So this is going to be, this is a block in the back.
On the Jaguars or on the Saints?
I don't know.
Crucial penalty
I
here.
could not tell. It's a block in the back on some team. I don't remember.
We'll see.
We shall see. It's a penalty
It's on
called
Aquinas. Oh, that could be costly here.
Very costly with a run-heavy offense like St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah, block in the back from Aquinas. Key penalty there.
And I
really
think
unfortunate.
That's either 5 or 10 yards.
That's 10 yards.
That's 10. Ooh, that's not good
I
for
believe.
Aquinas.
The Saints are inside the 25-yard line, though just pushed back to the 30. Man in motion, Patrick looking to snap. We have a false start on Aquinas. That'll be another 5 yards back to the 35.
I mean, what are they doing here, guys? I mean, Aquinas marched all the way down the field. Now they're backed up 10 more yards.
Aquinas is selling, it feels like.
They're selling themselves at this point.
That is 2 huge back-to-back penalties here.
Yeah, that's 10 yards combined. So they're backed up 10 yards now with that block in the back and false start. Now it's 2nd and 10 here. Got that first down, now 2nd and 10.
1:35 to go. The Saints are inside the 40 after a plethora of penalties. Patrick rolling out. He has a man to pitch to. He'll take it himself. Down to the 30, inside. He'll get down to the 16-yard line.
And he just got a lot of that back. That clock is still running.
Ticking, 1:20 and counting.
I mean, they must not have any timeouts left because they would be calling timeouts, right, guys?
Aquinas running tempo once again.
They're at 110.
Sorry for the volume. I'm trying to talk to people in attendance here at Spring Hill.
Drops back.
Patrick will throw. It's complete.
That's the first.
He got the first down. He'll be down inside the 10 at the 9. Under a minute to go.
Under a minute, we'll see. Is clock still running?
Clock will run because of the first down. Looks like we'll have a timeout called.
Who is that? Oh my goodness. This game is so close.
Unbelievable. And you have to think Aquinas will go for 2.
They have to go for 2. Guys, this is, wow, under a minute to go. This game is, it's so close. Yeah.
59. A crucial timeout called.
Once again, St. James, regional champions, as we are also, the game may be done. The St. James game may be done, but the 7th biggest game in the nation is not. The November War is still going here.
Just a quick recap. The Jaguars hold a 7-point lead, 28-21, 59 seconds to go. But the Aquinas Saints are inside the 10-yard line.
The Mizzou win.
No one cares about Mizzou's going.
Here we go.
Patrick, 1st and 10.
Under center. Man in motion. He'll roll out right. Patrick looks to throw. He'll heave it. It's caught. Touchdown. The Saints of Aquinas just put themselves within 1 point in this ball game.
I mean, he was absolutely wide open there. Really unfortunate for the Jaguars secondary. Just a huge gap right there. Great job there from the Aquinas quarterback finding that slot. Jaguars really unfortunate. But guys, the Saints really need to make this extra point here because if they don't, Jaguars can just run it out.
That is huge. That's huge for Aquinas
54
here.
seconds to go, 28-27 ball game. It's decision-making time for Coach Dreiling and the Saints.
Yeah, will they go for 2 or get the extra point?
I think they kind of have to go for 2 here, but a little description of the play. Patrick took the snap under center, rolled out right, threw across his body to a wide open man in the back of the end zone.
And you got to think the boys, as we watch our St. James guys head into the locker room, you got to think they might have that game on in there. Who knows?
This is absolutely insane.
So
to all of our
close.
viewers still watching on the Thunder Broadcast Network, we thank you for staying with us as we're providing some radio coverage of this November war between the Jaguars and the Saints.
And it sure is turning out to be a war here.
In 54 seconds to go, did they score too quickly?
We'll see, because if the Jags can drive down and get a field goal.
And oh my goodness, if they go for 2 and don't get it, which is unlikely scenario with Aquinas.
I feel like you just need to
Onside
go
kick.
for the extra point here. I mean, yeah, the 2-point conversion's
I
there.
think there's too much time.
Rolls.
If it was inside 30 seconds, I'd say just kick the ball.
What?
As they're going for 2 here.
Here we go. This is going to be huge here.
Aquinas going for 2 points here. Arndt in the backfield with Patrick under center. Arndt is a handoff. He's short of the line to gain.
They miss.
Exactly.
28-27 Mill Valley. There's 54 seconds to go. There will most definitely be an onside kick from Aquinas.
Absolutely, absolutely an onside kick, but I'm just confused. Why wouldn't you just go for the extra point there? Get that mostly secured points there as you just marched down the field, and now it's not even tied.
Oh my goodness. The upset is still very real and alive.
And if this score holds 28-27 Mill Valley, we will play our first home state semifinal game at Marion Stadium of all
Against the
places
Jags.
of Mill Valley. When was the last time St. James played Mill Valley? It's been a while. 2019. Thank you, Cohen.
Thank you, residents.
Spry old sophomore watching that game from the student section. It must have been cold. Does he remember?
He was a junior.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and
We
they're gonna,
apologize,
They're
Cohen.
going to go for the onside kick on this one.
They have to.
Yeah,
There's
well,
no way you can't. If this is recovered by Mill Valley, this could be the game.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
This is the game if they recover this one.
The kicker rears to go. Arndt lined up next to him trying to recover this ball. The ball has to go 10 yards. Here he comes. Little switching angle here. The kick is up, and it's recovered by the Jaguars. The Mill Valley Jaguars are going to look to secure this victory.
Oh my goodness. Now, how many timeouts do Aquinas have left?
We cannot tell. But
I
we
don't
see a
think
lot of celebrating from the Jaguars sidelines.
Yeah, I don't think they have any because they would have called them earlier in their drive that they just had.
Will we see victory formation? And we will see victory formation from the Mill Valley Jaguars. They've done the unthinkable. They've defeated the St. Thomas Aquinas Saints at St. Thomas Aquinas High School. The St. James Academy Thunder will play the Mill Valley Jaguars at home next week at Marion Stadium. And on behalf of everybody here on the Thunder Broadcast Network, we'd like to give a special shout out to our production teams. My name is Graham Warner alongside Salvador Valera and Mary Claire Zacharias. And on behalf of our Director of Broadcasting, Cohen Merrick, and our Director of Educational Programming, Sam Rockford, we thank you for watching TBN, and we bid you good night. Go Thunder, God bless, and we will see you next week at Marion Stadium against the Jaguars of Mill Valley High School. Good night.